Hope all is well. I'm Phoenix, of course. Let me turn the light up a little bit. All right. Hopefully you can see. You can see me. The light. I just woke up too. Okay. So, um, I was guided to make this video. And also asked, not just guided, but also asked to make this video. So, I'm gonna pray, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start. So this I said this reading. I'm so used to doing reading. This video comes with a caution. It could be a trigger. It's a trigger warning. This might trigger you. This might piss you off. You might unsubscribe. You might hate me tomorrow. It's all good. So you may not fuck with me after today, but I live. I will. Hopefully you will. Hopefully you will fuck with me. All right. If you love me, you will. So here we go. All right. So I want to get, hey everybody. So I wanted to talk about, this video is more important than any tarot card reading. Even if I did a personal reading, this video is more important than any reading you ever got. This is where it starts at. We're gonna start from the bottom. Now we here, so you can understand what's going on. Okay. All right, so I wrote down some things. All right, so crazy part is I want to start with this. What I mean by synchronicities and signs and paying attention to shit. As I was about to do this video, I was supposed to do it days ago, but I wanted to finish all my zodiac readings and just my OCD. But anyway, I'm on my way back here earlier to do the video, and if you've been watching me, you heard me say the other day about on my way home dropping my daughter off. I seen that car that said demons, and I got pulled over. So the Most High is making me a believer of my own skills and things that I need to be aware of, and putting the confidence in me to understand that I am extremely gifted and I need to stand on that. And I need to stop letting anybody or anyone make me feel anything else besides that. With 717, I was born to make the money, right? So, all right. So I seen a car the other day. If you was watching me, I turned in. It said demons next to me. It was a red car, and then I ended up getting pulled over by the sheriff. I've done a couple of readings lately that might involve either having to call the sheriff or a sheriff or a police or whatever. So this all somehow tied to the same thing. So today on my way back, me and my daughter driving, seen the same car that said demons. But the crazy part is he was on my ass. Like I couldn't even see his headlights. He dipped off and went to the side. And I'm like, we are definitely talking about demons right now. Okay. So I find it very, nothing's by coincidence. Me and a Sagittarius earlier that I spoke to, shout out to Saggy Babe that I talked to earlier. I did a reading for her. I don't do names, but she know who she is. Like we both kept saying, she kept saying words that I had wrote on the deck, and I had just met her, so I know that I was in formation because she was like, nothing happens by coincidence. I wrote that a month ago. Like, and nothing happened. That wasn't a coincidence. I just seen him right before I went live to tell you this. Okay, here we go. So, Karmic Debt and Black Magic. Ooh, child. All right, what's the difference and how to know the difference? All right, so this is the difference. All right, everybody ain't doing black magic on you. You ain't that important, nor am I. Okay, that's the first thing. That is the first thing we run to. That is the first excuse we make when things don't go our way. Oh, they doing black magic on me. Oh, they mad at me. They did this XYZ. Now, true enough, there is a lot of times, a bunch of times they are, but it's a lot of times some things are your fault and you're not taking initiative to say, hey, I am the person, that fucked up right now. So, well, you ain't take responsibility. I ain't saying this. So anyway, where do I start? I'm gonna start with me. I'm gonna start with me. And I was told to do this video 11:25. Apollo been on my ass. All right, so there are times I have been in predicaments in the last year. I've been around people that thought they was under black magic, and at one time they probably were doing a reading, and then I continued to be around them, and it wasn't black magic. I started to watch their karma unfold, and sometimes I watched into people's birthday just passed on the clock. Parents' birthday, their birthday, to let me know that it's straight karmic debt. It ain't got nothing to do with black magic at this point. So, dang, it's that time that too. So, okay. Um, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Okay, I'm the temptress. Okay, so I'm born on the 14th. So I had to go on my awakening to figure out what am I? Who am I? What am I here to do? The temptress is the number 14. It's the day I was born. I'm supposed to share my thoughts and feelings. That's what the temptress mean in the deck. 444 with my soul tribe, which is you. So I'm supposed to share my thoughts and feelings. The downloads that I get, that's what I was created to do. I'm nothing but a phone cord. And that's good, like not in a bad way. So I'm here to connect with them so I can connect with you. I'm the connector. So With that being said, my life number represents karmic debt. That's what made me go into this. 13, 14, 16, and 19 are the numbers that really represent karmic debt, okay? It's been studies show, it's been research show that we do. I'm gonna say we because that's my number. So I owe more karmic debt than anyone because of my number. And besides people that was born on the same day, 13, 14, 16, 19. Okay, so with that being said, I had to do research. Well, what did I do to make my number stand out? But I did notice throughout my life, when things happen, people might have got pebbles thrown at them. I got bricks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Buildings, and people would say, "Oh, that ain't that bad." But as I started to be around my soul tribe, people like my sister Zola, shout out to my sister. That was the first one they said back in the day. My sister Zola was like, "Oh no, this some shit. Like something going on. This is a little bit harsh. Like, this ain't regular." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Okay, sister, I just want somebody to peep it." So needless to say, everything that happens to me happened severely bad. I was born. I used to get readings done, and I was born with a demon latched to me. And the demon was able to be latched to me because that was okay. Because at the time I had done so many horrible things in my past life that I had to rid that demon on my own. It wasn't that anybody did any black magic. It was because I was a bum in my past life and I didn't do things right. So as I started to be awakened, I started to be able to go back in my past life only because that's what I was meant to do. Because I was born to be a medium and a psychic, I am able to time travel. I'm able to portal. I'm able to hop without going. And I just did it earlier. Like I wake, I don't even know where I be at sometimes. I wake up and have to ask, where gear is it? Where am I at? What's going on? Okay. So with that being said, I started to have dreams about being in my past life when I was a guy and I was a deadbeat dad. If you know me, I've told you this several times. I not only collected karmic debt from my past life, at this lifetime I came back and showed my ass before I found out what I did wrong. So, where people get misconstrued is that some people seem to think that those are the only numbers that owe karmic debt. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. Those are the numbers that owe the most. Okay? That means 13, 14, 16, and 19, we do owe the most. But don't think for 1 minute you don't owe anything because as you walk and talk every day, you collect karmic debt just off of being human. It's called the human experience. Karmic debt, karmic is the devil and divine is God. Okay? So karmic debt is basically doing the devil's deeds. Okay? So you're doing and it's not that you want to do them. I want to break down what a devil's deed is so you can understand what that is so you can understand what you even get karmic debt for doing not doing self-care to yourself. Okay, so you sign this contract. It's a soul contract. This contract basically states what you plan to do when you come back, when you exist on earth right now. 314 is Albert Einstein. He was born March 14th. Okay, so you were meant to do whatever you told the Most High. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Da, da, da. So with that being said, everybody majority has Capricorn or Cancer in their chart. Either and you can be a Capricorn or Cancer. I have Cancer in my chart. I don't have any Capricorn in my chart, and it's nothing. It's just that I just don't. There's nothing wrong with that. But I still watch Capricorn readings, and they still resonate with me. So, with that being said, with Capricorn and Capricorn Cancer in your chart does represent the devil card. So let's break this down so people can really understand where I'm coming from. Because some people think I'm trying to be rude, and I don't be trying to be rude. There are all these cards in the deck. I think 187. Don't quote me because I just woke up. But the point is, you got 22 major iconics. Okay. So with that being said, each day I learned that your day, whatever you born on, that day means something. It basically goes back to what you were created to do and maybe even represents some of your karmic debt. You have to start to do an investigation on what day you were born. The 14th is the temptress. So I had to find out the temptress upside down. You have to really remember as well. I had to find out what did it mean upside down. It means I overindulge. I want to fight. I become combative. I become disruptive. You can't talk me down. You can't tell the temptress shit in reverse. So I become a disturbance. And I have done that multiple times in this lifetime and I'm sure past lifetime. So, what I learned is when I started to hit rock bottom, thank you, Spirit. Spirit gave me the card off top. So when I started to hit rock bottom this lifetime, it was because I was in a karmic marriage and it was a karmic cycle that we both were running and we didn't realize it. We were each other's karmic lover. So if someone was to ask this man, and we are actually cool. We speak is nothing. We have no beef right now. I want to say that too. Me and my karmic ex don't have no more karmic debt. I don't know what to call him, baby daddy, ex husband, whatever. But we don't have no more karmic debt no more. Okay, so with that being said, we had to wipe the slate clean, and that meant actually being. And the crazy part is he's the temptress as well because he's one of the 14th. So my karmic soulmate was born on the same day I was born. That made me do more investigating on the card. We owe karmic debt from past lifetimes because we have murdered each other in past lifetimes. Well, I know for sure he's taking my ass out. So. But the point is, we have several lifetimes that we do over and over again. So we accumulate karmic debt. So when you come back this lifetime, sometimes you're praying for a Maserati, a husband, a car, whatever, a place to stay, a vacation, I don't know, a baby. And then you wondering why things aren't moving and shifting, and you might be getting readings and you're like, well, that didn't happen, that didn't happen. Well, then that means you owe karmic debt. It has nothing to do with your number. That means you've just done something that has now accumulated and you need to make it right. So, all right, here we go. Karmic debt. Past life. Okay, so give you examples of karmic debt. Littering is karmic debt. Yes, it is. Angel Ariel does not like you to litter. So someone said something as small as me littering out the window is not going. It's gonna make me not have love. Okay, so let's just think about it. She is the angel of environment. Her homies is right, y'all. Angel Ariel homies is Michael, Angel Raphael, Michael, all the other angels, right? So you praying for her, asking her for whatever, or praying period. But you constantly littering. Angel Ariel also is the angel for animals. She cares about all the animals on earth, and she also cares about the environment itself. So with her caring about the environment, and you're littering out the window, or you're throwing cans, or you're allowing your children to litter, but yet you're asking for a home or a big castle or whatever the hell you asking for. Why? Let's just put two plus two is four. Why would my homegirl give you that if you litter it on the planet Earth? That's what she told me one day. This is my awakening. I'm giving you my example. I'm not throwing no shade towards you. I want you to understand that I had to sit down with myself because people don't like to sit with themselves. People like to bury themselves in their kids. They like to go out and get into other lovers. They like to attach themselves to their adult kids. They like to attach themselves to karmic lovers. They don't nobody want to sit with themselves. When you sit by yourself, it could be a scary place because you start to find out what you have done as an individual, what you need to fix as an individual. And that can sometimes be very hard. I have sat with myself for almost 3 years with nobody around and with my kids, going to school, of course, but they be doing their little thing, okay? It been me and Oreo just got here. So I had to face my inner demons. I had to sit down and listen to what everybody had been saying about me in my lifetime, this lifetime. Per my ex-husband, my twin flame, my mother, my father, I had to sit with those thoughts, and I deserve to sit with those thoughts. So when I sat with those thoughts, if everywhere you go it's a motherfucking problem, it's your ass. Okay? That's what you need to know. Don't blame nobody else. Stop blaming everybody. Oh, and believe you me, you are not innocent in your twin flame journey. Even if you are divine feminine, I don't care who the fuck you are. You did something to that man. So even if we watching the divine masculine, oh, he stepped, okay. But was you mean on a certain day? Did you make it not? Well, he couldn't express his emotions because I did. You gotta say, hey, that I fucked up. I did do that. What is that? Is that Taylor Swift? December 13th, she got a song called It's Me. I'm the problem, it's me. That's my shit. I be in the car like, it's me, damn it. I'm the problem, it's me. Because sometimes I'm the motherfucking problem. Okay? So, and when you are the problem, you have to acknowledge that. You have to put your big girl drawers on, your grown ass man pants and say, fuck, I did some shit. Okay? So, but I give a couple examples of karmic debt. So, because, and then sometimes I give you readings. Okay, so this is very important. Because some of y'all I have developed a personal relationship with, I've given readings to. And I've given, not my personal advice, I've given you what the Holy Spirit has told me to tell you. And you didn't follow those instructions. And you have admitted that to me. And then, so that's why we are what we are. That's why things are going backwards instead of forwards. Because you didn't listen to God. When God says what he has to say, including for me, you got to listen. And that's why sometimes I throw myself under the bus so you can understand. I don't get off on telling you what he said. It ain't I don't get my nuts off. I get to be a boss. I don't wanna do it. So And I want you to understand, I have to live by the same rules you do. I ain't no better than you. And so like if you know me, I just told you recently, I was talking to somebody and I had pulled some cards and I ain't like what them cards said. The card said go that way. He said go that way. And it was all beautiful. If you know me, I sent you a picture and I was like, ooh, and we've been kicking it. But Spirit said, nah. Guess what I did? They just tried to take my last breath. I set my black ass in the house. Because Spirit said no. So I listened to what they telling me, and I ain't even getting the reading. I just pull a couple cards. They say no. I sit down. So, but I get a blessing the next day, and it ain't that I'm waiting for that blessing. That's just how it's set up. That's how it's set up. Obedience get me everything. Do you think I like being obedient? No. Do you think I ain't struggling? I'm struggling, and I'm gonna tell you my struggle. I got cancer in my chart. So sometimes cancers tend to eat or drink too much, if you know a cancer. So do Capricorns too. So that is the devil. And it doesn't, I want you to understand, my auntie that just passed away was a Capricorn. I ain't never shaded no Capricorn because that was my dog. So I want you to understand when I say like, my mom Celeste is a Capricorn. Gang gang. So, and that was a holy angel. But the Capricorn card can represent devilish behavior. So you yourself have to ask yourself what behavior. And I got a couple bookies. Shout out to Steffi Bookie and my other baby 1222. I don't say names, but she know who she is. From Texas. I like that I can have conversations and say, what part of the Capricorn do you feel like you're indulging in that you need to work on? So as I look back at my auntie's life and I talk to her because I can talk to her. So I'm like, TT, what do you think you indulge in as a Capricorn? She said, I never stopped talking. That was her, and that could be devilish because maybe she's supposed to be busy. She's supposed to be busy helping other people, but she get carried away in her conversations. And Capricorns do tend, and some of y'all probably laughing like, I do that. Sometimes I forget, like, shh, I be quiet. I got to get back to doing this. If you call my auntie at the funeral, they said that. They like, you call Celeste, she had you on the phone 4 5 hours. Like, TT, I gotta. Okay, TT. So that's her overindulgence, but that was it. Other than that, she was an earth angel, but that is still devilish behavior. So do you get what I'm saying? It's overindulging. It's doing too much. When you're doing too much, you're doing too much. It doesn't matter. So that is karmic debt you could sometimes accumulate. Okay, and it could just be that small. So, I give you another example, and it's also dealing with people you ain't supposed to deal with. You know how much debt you get when you deal with folks you're supposed to deal with, and you know doggone well when you know better, you do better. So if you know better, why you ain't doing better? God wanna know why you ain't doing better. You know you supposed to be with that man, that woman. You supposed to hang out with that person, and you steadily doing it, but you steadily praying, talking about ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing happening because God is a jealous God. I don't care what nobody say. So when you ain't listening, he upset. He need attention and time too. So I had to learn. I even asked myself like, why was me and my twin flame able to break up so easily? Why was he? God was like, you weren't even hollering at me no more. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have time for me. You all up, you're sad, you know? I was like, dang, I was. And then he's like, not only that, you was being mean to everybody. You snapping off his head, you snapping off the kid's head. I listened. I started meditating. I humbled myself where I can hear him say what I was doing. You owe them kids an apology. You was in a karmic cycle and you was not the best mother for a lot of years. Some of y'all I can't tell that to. Because then you got to get, and let me tell you something, and I ain't trying to shade nobody. Okay, I'm African American. See that? So let me tell you what I have had a problem with African Americans. I can't tell an African American nothing. I don't care if you get mad, you unsubscribe, especially the women. I've been having who I have had the most problem with is African American women. And I said I was gonna call y'all asses out tonight because I'm tired. I'm tired. Today was a beautiful day. The last 2 days, all the reasons I did FaceTime, all the African American queens I talked to the last 2 days, then revived me. They done made me feel good on the inside about being African American. I said, sis, you listen to me. We here, kumbaya. I love when people would just listen. I don't want to keep going back and forth with your ass. I don't want to argue with you, and I don't want to have to call you out on nothing. You think I get off on that? I cry at night because sometimes I got to do this. Do you think some people get off on it, but because I don't get off on it is why God granted it to me. He know I ain't finna abuse my power. I'm not finna sit here and just keep coming at you about stuff. Sometimes I don't even say nothing I'm supposed to. I done got in trouble for that. I told you to tell so and so that. I'm like, man, I ain't finna come off and be biting my head off. I ain't gonna hear that today. And I sometimes say stuff and then that ain't you. No, you not listening though. I'm the reader. I'm the healer. I have to stand in my power sometimes, and I'm not allowed to do that. And sometimes when I'm dealing with an African American queen, so, and you gotta drop that sister girl attitude, cause baby, that ain't gonna get you nowhere either. Waukesha ain't getting nowhere. Okay, so, and I have my other other sisters of different races. I'm talking about easy peasy, easy peasy. I'd be like, well, you gotta, you messed up. Yeah, you right, I did. I wasn't listening. Man, I said back the other day, I asked my daughter, I said, somebody gonna get mad at me, but I'm finna call everybody out. Because I'm the one doing study show. I'm the one studying it in my study show. That you giving me a hard time. I'm tired. It shouldn't be that hard. It really shouldn't. But it is. And I don't like that you unapproachable and I can't say nothing. You can't correct you sometimes. African American women can't be corrected. Is that why the African American men don't want to be with us? They ain't listening to us? Let's get deep. Let's have a conversation here. Because I promise you, you ain't bending for me. So I don't know. I could imagine. Oh, Lord. I say something to you, I get pop, 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 pop. And it be the smallest thing. Like, I tell my kids with 2, 3, 4 on that clock, if I can't correct you, who's supposed to correct you? Do you really want a man to correct you? Do you want to call you out about whatever it is? Hygiene, how you talking to them, whatever. Don't you? I would rather be corrected by sister, mother. I don't really want the. I be trying to get my shit together for a man, yeah. But anyway, because I'm not trying to go left. I want to explain where I'm going with this. So, every day you wake up, you could accumulate karmic debt immediately. As soon as your feet touch the ground, you could accumulate karmic debt. And you do that by doing things that, for one, the fact that we all have had times, rather, now, I hope not right now, but when we were younger, and we didn't know no better. We probably thought we was being slick and getting away with things. When I was younger, I done stole stuff from stores when I was a kid. Just being a little menace, just doing little shit, thinking I wasn't gonna be seen. Get caught. Lying to my mama, changing my report card. I'd have done it all. Jumped out the window for the boy. Blah 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 da da da. And I just thinking I ain't gonna get caught. But one thing during this awakening, I realized God see you all day, and I ain't even trying to grocery out. He even see you when you finna masturbate. Because that's how life goes, because he made you, so he know. Adam and Eve. He see everything. When you're finna fornicate, whatever you want to call it, he see it all. You cannot hide. So when you think you hiding from me, you can't hide. I can see beneath the veil because he's telling me what's going on. Even if I don't want to know, I can hear him. Like, that's how... it's crazy. I want you to understand, like, I don't be needing the cars right now. Like, sometimes I could just hear and they be like, whoa. Like, and then I say it to you and you be like, oh, that is true. So, but that is, so let me explain that too. That's it. My gift is my curse, and my curse is my gift. My gift is my curse. Because I was such a narcissistic person last lifetime, I'm such an empath this lifetime. That is my punishment plus my blessing, because I get to hear things, I know things ahead of time, but I also am extremely emotional, which is something I must have avoided last lifetime. So them spiritual baths make me extremely sensitive. And not only sensitive emotionally, but sensitive to sound, sensitive to vision. I see things. I become sensitive. My vessel is very sensitive. So I can hear. So that's why sometimes I try to tell you things, or I would just want you to listen, because the last couple of days, the reading's been so awesome. The personal reading's been so fucking awesome. It's been crazy. Like, I'm talking about, it's been a whole lift off for me. And I just been thanking God. I love the fact that I know that I'm on my mission. I done talked to multiple people, subscribers, y'all Soul Tribe, and you tell me in meditation, or I asked my pendulum, or I got a download that I was supposed to get a read. Do you know how fucking awesome that is? That you sitting there in spirit, you chiming in, and y'all saying, it's Phoenix. Go talk to Phoenix. But that let me know that I am I'm not collecting karmic debt. The spirit not gonna send you to nobody that's still collecting karmic debt. That let me know I didn't wash my slate clean. Hallelujah. And I did that by listening. I started to be obedient. I didn't get upset when somebody told me I owe karmic debt. I sat down and I started to figure out, what did I do? Because it was important, because I was stuck. And some of y'all stuck with finances and love, and you wondering why you stuck. And you stuck because you haven't wiped that slate clean, boo. So, as I said, dealing with people, let's just say I did a reading and I said, I told you to wait on your twin flame. Like Spirit said, just wait and heal, and we gonna see where things go. And you decided to go out and start dating a new man. You collect the karmic debt off of just that. So, you say I don't. So yeah, you just off of that, like, you have to sit down and be obedient. If God say sit down, and God might even say sit down just to sit down. It don't have to be to wait on nobody. It could just be hello. It could just be, hey, sit down by yourself. And you started dating too fast. That's accumulating karmic debt. Oh, okay, you said you didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, so that and that's why I was told to make this video. Like they've been on my butt. I ain't really want to do it because, like I said, I don't get off on it. But that's why. Okay, so okay, so I'm trying. I got so many downloads. All right, another thing. So I was sitting here the other day, and I'm subject hopping, and you might want to take notes if you want to. You can watch it back because I just feel like you need to know all of this. This all is so important in so many freaking ways right now. I got cancer in my birth chart. If you know me, I used to be 355 pounds. I was almost on my 600-pound life. On 4 of them, I was, fam. So I'm talking about gluttony. 7 deadly sins. If you suffer from them, Spirit said a lot of people are still on the 7 deadly sins. You still doing the 7 deadly sins, including me. Me, right here, the reader. Me. Me. It's me, it's me, it's me, oh Lord. Said in the need of prayer, I am the Father. Okay, so let's talk about with me. Okay. The cancer in my chart makes me gluttony. I eat my feelings. When I was younger, I would eat myself, gorge eat. My dad had left, and my mom was at work, and my granny was a tourist, and tourists make good snacks and good food, and tourists love food. So my granny gave me all of this snacks, and before I looked up, after she passed, couldn't see my toes, couldn't breathe, had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you name it, I had it. I gluttony. I sat there and just go. So, I put myself on. Oh, I love you too. I put myself on restrictions. I'm very self-disciplined when I need to be. And this is before I even became awake, and this was years ago, like 5 or 6 years ago. I was even small when I met my twin, so I had lost this weight a long time ago. But the point is, that was the cancer in my chart. The cancer in my chart, the devil in my chart made me eat, 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 eat. So when I figured that out, I lost the 200 pounds. But as of right now, I still struggle with that part of my chart because I want to indulge and I eat things I'm not supposed to. So just like earlier, I was supposed to go live at 5 o'clock, but homegirl went to the gas station and got some chocolate covered almonds and didn't know I was allergic to them. And then I had to throw them up. And that's why I'm just not going live because I don't be listening. Spirit told me I ate the second one. Yeah, I'm acting like a baby because I'm in my Leo right now. I ate that second one. It was real good. That chocolate had slid down my throat. And I had heard the Holy Spirit say, don't eat no more. You're going to regret it. That's when I seen that demon car when I was turning. Got home and guess what I'm talking about? I was just finna press live. I set up. I said, oh, Spirit. And I said, Holy Father, what did I do wrong? He said, I told you you're allergic to almonds. Pay for it. Gluttony. Pay for it. He wasn't supposed to come down and help me. He wasn't supposed to wipe it away and say, hey, you ain't going to throw up. Hard head make a what? A soft ass. So I want you to understand, I still do things I ain't supposed to do. It's eating for me. It's eating for me. So we all struggle with something, and it's still something we need to work on. So, okay, but so I was give you a couple things I accumulated karmic debt for lately. Dating a guy. The guy had just moved back from a different state. He was in a place where he couldn't have his dog in the home, and so when he came to visit me, he used to have the dog in the car. Angel Ariel was not having it. Sis said, what is you doing? And I didn't hear her, like, what you mean? I'm like, he good, the dog in the car. She like, that's not where a dog is supposed to live. He kept arguing me up and down, well, dogs are homeless. It's not a big deal if the dog live in a car. It is a big deal. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go back and forth. He's an African-American man, of course. What we got to go back and forth for? I'm telling him my download. I said, hey, listen, because, he was trying to get a job, a different job. He was trying to get a higher paying job, a different place, a better car. Nothing was moving, stuck. I said, Spirit told me to tell you, this dog is not supposed to be up in this car like this. Even when you kicking it at my house, you at my house 4 or 5 hours. The dog not supposed to be in the car. Yes, it was still pretty nice outside, but it wasn't legit. So to let you know it wasn't, so people started calling animal control. He still didn't listen. He just started to park the car. And now I done got guilty in my spirit. This is why I had Oreo. I want you to know that. So I myself started to get in trouble by the Holy Spirit. So I'm like, what's going on? But I was accumulating his karmic debt. I walked into a cycle with this man. That's not, you could be dating somebody that is a karmic, and he was not a karmic. He was just a divine masculine that had not finished his karmic debt cycle. But I walked right into his shit, and then my shit started to go down. I'd rather not say what, because bitches like to watch things and do shit, because bitches is still sick. But I started to see things, and I was like, oh, that, I had to call somebody like, oh, that's why that happened. Somebody like, yeah, that's why that happened. Angel Ariel ain't happy with you. You fucking up. So I walked into this man's debt cycle and I had to get the fuck out. You feel me? So I was like, well, guess what? I really can't talk to you till you're on your feet. That dog can't be in the car in front of my house. I'm getting in trouble by the Holy Spirit because I know better. And when I know better, I do better. So I got to charge you to the game. Yeah, you ain't got no kids. You work hard and you got a nice car. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you make shit fit for you. That ain't cool. God, like, oh, and that's what I mean, karmic that he go the angels. Oh, so you gonna stay with that karmic man. Okay. Karmic that. Oh, the dog's still in the car, Phoenix. You're in trouble again. You're still eating those almonds. All right, what else you doing down there? That's how karmic that go. Just like a school teacher. Check, check, check. Oh, you paid for a reading and you didn't follow Phoenix's advice and she told you and the Holy Spirit told you get the reading and you still messed that up. And then here you go. New moon, I'm manifesting money. Check, check, check. No money, no money, no love, no money. Just that simple. It's just that simple. God like, oh, you don't want to listen. You fire your ass. Fire your ass. Okay? Anyway, so but I had to throw something in there because I didn't want to get too serious right now. Oh shit, them times on the clock. Flip it over. Something about Capricorn Sagittarius. Anyway, so I'll give you another example of karmic debt. I told you about the animal in the car. Let's see. I told you about the trash because I wanted to write down some things. Your children. Okay. Very. You get double time karmic debt for your children. So let's say you've been in a toxic relationship like my ass. I had married 2 men back to back. Toxic as fuck. Chasing them outside, child. Kids sleep. Here I go. Let me admit my fault. My kids, 8, 9, 10 years old. I'm locking the door. This went old. Everybody gone. Everybody sleep. Don't act like y'all ain't never left your kid in the house when they was 10, 11, 12 years old. 8, 9, 10. Don't do me. Leaving my kids in the house at night to go chase my karmic ass husband. See what bitch he chasing at the club. Karmic debt. Oh, you leaving kids in the house. You okay? You supposed to be at home being a mother. You want to chase a nigga in the street? Checkmate. Okay. What else you doing down there? Okay, so that's how that went. So yeah, I'm chasing them in the street and not being a mother and not being emotionally supportive to my kids. You know, showing up at bare minimum. And what I mean by bare minimum, making sure they get to school, making sure they eat. But I wasn't emotionally available because I was more emotionally available to my karmic. And that's just the bottom line. I became more I'm too worried about what bitch he fucking. If he gonna come home at night. Is he cheating? I got to check the phone. Instead of checking the motherfucking homework, I'm checking the motherfucking phone. Don't act like we all ain't been there. Okay? And then I'm testy with the kids. Short patience than a motherfucker. Don't act like you ain't been there. The nigga done pissed you off. They steady asking for McDonald's. They want to go outside. They want to go trick or treat. They want to call late daddy. You like, you know what? Damn it, this nigga, you, don't you. They ain't got nothing to do with Shorty. Junior ain't got nothing to do with that. Odyssey and Jada got shit to do with that. They kids gonna be kids. Go sit your ass down in the corner and go relax. Go moonsaw some damn well. Because you didn't collect the karmic debt because you didn't yell at their ass and they ain't done shit to you. But be kids. They ain't done nothing but beg, holler, scream. That's what they was supposed to do. Get over it. That is what the hell I'm saying. Okay? Some people get so old, like I said. Okay, so guess what I did when I went to Denver? I got home and I asked God, what happened? God said, I told you don't go. You set up in that office with the kids. And I said, don't take your ass to Denver, Colorado. Whew, child. Hard head maker, what? Soft ass. Say it with me now, church. All right, so I went and took my ass to Denver and got stranded down there. Got stuck. I walked into 2 people's karmic cycles. 2 women that don't even realize they run in karmic cycles because they won't listen. And guess what they is? African American black women that don't want to listen. And I'm done talking. Because when I try to help, it comes off as I'm trying to run you. And you got to flip your hair and you got to be the boss because this how they looking to me too. As I look back at the house, what's going on, this is them. Ain't nobody trying to argue with nobody. You towering over people and trying to be a bully in your own little way, secretive. I'm straight on that ass. And guess what both of them got in their chart? Hella Capricorn, Cancer. I'm straight on that ass. I want to pause, okay? Because people don't want to listen to me. I try to help, it becomes a problem. So I give you a couple examples as well. So I went, didn't listen. So because I went, I was out of almost $2,000 for the whole trip. Didn't listen. Should say my ass home. Blew through about 2 racks. Sick as fuck, right? Checking savings, fucking up my money. Didn't listen. Didn't listen. God said, listen, Linda, listen, Linda. Linda didn't listen. Okay? Took her, think I know better. Think I'm grown. Everybody want to be grown. Everybody want to be grown until you grown. You feel me? So I done went down there, got stuck down there, and the first karmic cycle I walked into her karmic cycle of I heard her say it before we left the house. I heard her say things that were God let me know when you say things that's inappropriate. I'm always in the spirit. Just so you, like I'm a friend that's always in the spirit. So if you want to play with the devil from time to time, I ain't the person to be your motherfucking friend. Because I can't do that. I'm not allowed to do that. Because guess what I did? I owe karmic debt. So I ain't got time to play with you. Because you ain't finna fuck me up and get me in debt. So, and that's what I'm saying. I didn't have to apologize to Odyssey like 4 or 5 days ago. Who the fuck are you that you think that I can't tell you something and I am a spiritual healer and I'm around here telling my kids I'm sorry if I blow my cool. The other day I thought she left my bag at the store and we was going back and forth and I thought she made a noise and I was like, oh, and I had the bag up and I took an hour, went and meditated, saged myself and said, you know what? G-Ball, because I was like, Mama lost her cool. She's like, it's all right, I understand. She's like, you want, guess what my kids say? And I love my kids let me know they watch me heal. My baby say, Mama, that wasn't nothing compared to what you did back in the day. She said, I forgot you had even said something to me. And my kids keep saying, you still supposed to discipline us some. I done got so soft, I barely say anything. Jada say, Mama, it's okay. You can say, you're not the same person. She was like, when you get mad now, I used to yell and go off and just be, even to my twin. Now I get upset, you get a ball of tears. Like you make me. Sometimes y'all done text message me. I done left a voice recording. I cry. So, but that let me know I was healed. When you stop hollering and you become more sympathetic, empathic to people's emotions, you're healing. You're healing. So, I cried to drop of a dime. I don't fuss at my kids, even when they make me upset now. Like before I lose my cool and blow. Aw, Bookie, I love you. You a good person too. Before I blow my cool and blow on them, I cry they just made me mad before I started the video. Woke up, nobody watching Oreo. That's what I'm saying. Jada Odyssey and ate Jada sandwich I bought. So Jada then flew off the cuckoo's nest. If you know my daughter, she 15. The debit card. So that's what I'm saying. I had to tell. That's okay. So I'm gonna throw my daughter under the bus. That's why I ain't got time. If I can tell my daughter the realness, you grown motherfuckers shouldn't have no problem with it. That's why I'm not finna poop out with your grown ass. You want to get an attitude and flare off all in the chest and become the devil on me, girl? Bye. If you got a child that's around 15, this could be Jada sometime, and this is me and Odyssey. Okay, this is me and Odyssey trying to get the fuck. If you make her mad. Don't catch her on the wrong day. I can't wait till she turns 16. But she takes spiritual baths. And she can't help it. And she'll tell you she real angry. When I tell you Odyssey ate that sandwich. Odyssey ate that sandwich. I woke up, I was like, wait, hold on. She's like, I'm so mad. I'm mad. She ate that sandwich. I was like, oh shit. Baby, you went off. I said, Jada, you can have my sandwich. I don't want that sandwich. That ain't the sandwich I ordered. Oh, shit. It ain't the sandwich she want. Baby, I said, oh, Father, please, Jesus. Please let the night go better. Here go Ren and Stimpy over here, Odyssey and Oreo. I don't want to lock him up too much. He didn't pooped all down the hallway while I was asleep. Odyssey didn't let him. I was finna blow up on her. I was finna get the blowing up on her ass, but her door was closed. I sat down and cried for 10 minutes, and I got it together. And I calmed down. I said, put him up, help me clean up the poop, just give me a minute. Because I could have went off, okay? Because I could have went into Waukesha. I could have been a bad mom from back in the day. And just, everybody could have just got it. But So, but the Lord knew that I needed to be healed before Jada turned 15. Because, baby, pow. That's what I'm saying. So before somebody get offended and say, oh, I'm a Capricorn, I'm a Cancer. Jada is a straight Cancer, 621, and she 15. And this is the number 15. This card represents 15. This lets you know this is the hardest year for your teenagers, 13 and 15. I want to say 16 too. The tower is unexpected things. If they get themselves aligned by the time they turn 16, they should be fine. But unexpected things happen when they turn 16. That could be unexpected graduation, cars, money, good things. Because a tower don't have to be bad. But what I'm saying to you is simply if I can talk to my 15-year-old and tell her this is what she shows sometimes, you should be able to take that without you getting a motherfucking attitude. And if you can't be told that, then take your ass on somewhere. Because you ain't trying to hear. You ain't trying to hear shit. This child is so receiving to what I say. She's sitting here laughing. I told one and thing two up in Denver, they motherfucking problems. And everybody wants to swell up in the chest at me. Get all attitude and swing. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. And that's what I said. Girl, bye. I'm trying to help you. You the same bitches that pay for a reading on FaceTime. But that's why I say one thing about it, that's why I don't like meeting people in person. You start to devalue me in person. You start to treat me like I'm one of your friends. And I ain't one of your little friends that's not awake. And I ain't one of these basic bitches. I'm a person that's going to tell you what's going on. When you meet me in the flesh, I'm still the same motherfucker on camera. So that means I'm still running on that same energy. I'm not going to ever act like turn a blind eye to you doing devilish shit. Whether I'm in your home, in your car, I'm not. I'm not gonna act like I didn't see you say something or do something that was disrespectful to the Most High. Because what you're not gonna do is play on my fucking feelings or my mind. That's what you're not gonna do, and that's what end up happening. So, needless to say, and I didn't walk into some of y'all readings and y'all running a karmic cycle, and I'm saying, hey, listen, you accumulating karmic debt at fast. You know, you're like, oh, I ain't getting no money. So right now, ask yourself what's stuck in your life. I'll give you another prime example. I had to watch the show. Me and Stephanie and Jada watch it. What is it, Stephanie and Jada? Is it Moms? With Christy and Bonnie, y'all? Moms. Okay. That's a really good show when you're going through an awakening. It make you laugh. It's old as hell. It's on Hulu. I love fucking Moms. Moms is the shit. Moms is about a mother and a daughter that is alcoholics, and they go into AA meetings and they clean all the way. They don't smoke weed, they don't drink, they don't do nothing. But they make it funny. It's a humorous show. But the point is, it's about making amends. They showed me in that show that I needed to make amends. Wait a minute, let me read what you wrote, Stephanie. I'm trying to read y'all stuff too a little bit. I don't know. I want to make this long. Shouldn't be different under. Yeah, exactly. And shout out to Stephanie and Janine, because I've been dealing with Stephanie. Stephanie is my sister. That's my best friend. And Janine is my sister. We got the same name. And they so easy to talk to. They so easy to correct. Oh my goodness, Lord. The growth that they have shown since I have met them. I just had to give y'all credit. The Lord. And guess what? And that's what I was just going to say. If we really family and we really rock, we done had disagreements. Stephanie will tell you right now when she on here, I done went at it. We didn't win at it before. We didn't stop talking for a couple days. We didn't have to apologize to each other. I don't know how many times though by now, but that's my sister. So I ain't going nowhere and she ain't going nowhere. That's how you know you rocking. Like I done said stuff to Stephanie she didn't want to hear it at that time, and she didn't have to go back and be like, Phoenix loved me. Phoenix was there when my mama passed. Whew. So I'm coming from a good place. I'm not going to ever steer her wrong because I'm convicted by tears and by my heart. I'm not going to ever steer you wrong. I put my life on the line for you. I don't take this as a game. I want you to understand it. I do it from my heart, so it bothers me when I try to help you and then you shun me or you make me feel like shit. Especially if I'm woman enough to tell you that I fucked up, you should be okay with me telling you. You should be accepting to what I say, and I shouldn't have to fight with you. It's because she was saying because she was right. You see what my sister said. She said I got mad because she was right. Like, I didn't want to tell her. And, I had to cry to tell her. That's what I'm saying. I will cry before I tell you something. Like, you can ask Jada. My right hand, the Lord can strike me down. Before I had to tell Stephanie any bad news, I cried like a 2-year-old bitch. Because I don't want to be the girl. I don't want to not have no friends because I got to always deliver the bad news. This is me being vulnerable with y'all. That will make y'all always run away. What if you start dating somebody you really like? I got to be the one to tell you he ain't shit. That don't feel good, and you ain't making it easy for me. Because I love you, I gotta say it though. Because what I refuse to do is be a phony motherfucker. Because it ain't no phony bone in my body. Ain't nothing about me phony. So I don't know how to be phony. So I can't be around you acting like I'm happy that you with this whomever you are. Even if it's a female friend, and I say, hey, stop fucking with her. I can't be cool with you and turn a blind eye to that because I can hear everything. Don't you? That's what I want y'all to understand. When you can't hear, I can hear. Okay, I'm constantly like, oh, okay. I'll tell him. The voices can drive me crazy, but it's not the voices. It's God telling me, like, it's a warning, and I don't be wanting to hear the warning. I'm like, okay, God. He's like, oh, it don't matter. You cover your ears, though. You do know we're in your head. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. That was just 4 o'clock. Like, I had walked into, I've heard people call their kids bitches and bastards. That you accumulate. A bitch. A bastard. Woo! I don't say things like that. I don't. The Lord know the most I be like, and I be might tell you, I be like, ooh, I'm so motherfucking mad. These motherfuckers that made me mad over here. And I ain't even said it. I ain't even said it to them. Like my kids say, I don't do that name calling shit. I don't do that. I don't do that bitch. And I wish I would. I wish a motherfucker would call my kids bitches and hoes and bastards and what? Who? What? They Jada and Odyssey, and I might call them bro. And they like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. We bros sometimes. Come on, bro. Like, me and Odyssey bro it out. But anyway, so let's just say, even I give you another example. Not spending enough time with your kids. Let's say you get married and you leaving your kids in the house all day for your spouse. That's what I'm saying. Like I walked into people running the karmic cycle. I watched children be unnurtured. I walked into one resident where children were being unnurtured. Children were raising the other children, and sis talking about she manifesting a career. She want to be, on TV. Da 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 da. But yet the children. The children are the future, child. What teach them well and let them lead the way. You didn't hear Whitney Houston song, G? Like, come on, show them all the beauty they possess inside. Get them a sense of pride. What are you doing? That's not what she was doing. She was tearing them down. I'm watching them. I walked into her karmic cycle. I was so depressed in Denver, I wanted to jump off the nearest bridge. Got home off the plane, and I was back popping my collar. You feel me? So I know I walked into, and I'm an empath, so I felt everything. And I even asked my rods when I was there, flipped some cards. They said that I had walked into the devilish shit. Like you fucked up. You took the step, you turned the wrong way, wrong place, wrong time. That's what I was told. So. But needless to say, I said, well, I'm here, so you want to use me as a vessel. I can at least try to help, disrupt this karmic cycle so they can get on the straight and narrow. And I even heard Spirit say, yeah, okay, try. Look, and this mirroring up there, 4334. That's somebody's age. I heard Spirit say, go ahead and try, but, people don't want to be told nothing. So I tried to disrupt that karmic cycle and tell this person, I had even tried to talk to the children, and it was nothing but ego she was in. She was in straight ego. I know best. My husband is. I don't know what the fuck they had to do with the karmic cycle you running. But nothing was taken off. And it was things that, like I said, people be praying for court matters to go right with their baby daddy and money to come, inheritance and buying castles and all that. That shit ain't coming. You could take that to the bank. Like the Lord could take my last breath right now, and I mean that to the depths of my soul, because I didn't already prayed on it and asked God to show me. They said ain't none of that coming, because all that ain't right down there. You got you got to do things in order. God is about order, so you got to get your house in order for you to ask Him to do anything else. You got to fix. You got to be thankful for what you already got. You got to show gratitude, and you got to be in alignment with the universe. That ain't what was going on. And then I walked into another karmic cycle when I was gone, and these was adult children, but they were more in a childlike mind due to the mother being too clingy. And I brought it up, and I'm talking about Paul. No, you don't understand. You don't. Yes, I do. That's your problem. You can't be told shit. But I noticed when I got home, two things Spirit told me, and this ain't no shade to nobody watching. Please don't get upset. These women have mommy issues. I don't have mother issues. The mother issues I did have were bare minimum, and I solved them. I have never ever told you guys that my mother was not there. We had clashing like personality issues, but my mother has always been present in my life. My mother is present in my life as we speak. If I call her now, she gonna answer with the raspy tone, low voice. Okay, and that so I was mothered, and that's kind of why I'm in a mothering role, if that makes sense. When you haven't been mothered properly, it's kind of hard for you to be a mother unless you can take constructive criticism. So even now I have run into women that I have did readings for that they know their mother wasn't right. So now as a part of me being a part of their life, and they're younger than me, and I might call them little sis. That's why I'm not gonna say no name. Little sis Leo. Little sis Leo, mama don't steer her the right way. So I minister to little sis Leo. I take her under my wing and I minister to her. So that's what I have great relationships with other subscribers who I have had to go off on. That we have had clashing issues and we came back together. And that is how I know I'm a healer. Like they took a second. Like I said, me and my little sister Leo got to arguing the other day on the phone. I'm constantly telling her, I'm like, I told you to stop fucking with someone, so I'm going off. She's still going back. I said, God damn it. I got mad. I lost my temper. I turned to the temperance. I had to bring it back some. That's what I'm saying. I'm human. So, but because I love her so much, I don't want to see her go down a slippery slope. So sometimes I lose my cool because I care too much. You feel me? It's coming out of 11 places, but it might come a little. So, but she being a fire sign, I'm talking about took it. I'm good. Okay, you right. I'm listening. You right. Let me calm myself down because I ain't listening to you. Like had the whole take it back some, and then she was like, every time you tell me something, you ain't never steered me wrong. If I constantly hear that, how did I get down there and how am I wrong? God is not a God that is going to let you. You're not going to be. That's the devil. Anything of confusement is him. It's big jackass. That's why he's saying hi. Anything that is of confusement is the devil. God is straight. It's just straight, black and white. It's yes or no. It's not. I don't know. What's That's the devil trying to confuse you. When I got down there, it was nothing but confusement. Confusement. My energy was confused. Everything was confusement. I was rattled. So, but I walked in I tried to correct and say, hey, you might want to. I heard a conversation. I heard someone say, yeah, my daughter, I wanted to be with her on my birthday, but her boyfriend wanted to be with her. But they had just did their little thing, their little nails or whatever the case may be. They had just spent their quality time. But my point was, that is still toxic because you are an adult. We are an adult. We are adult women. Our children. I have older kids. They live their life. They don't have to spend their birthday with me, nor should they feel obligated. And nor should you make somebody feel obligated to you. You should never make your children feel obligated. You are supposed to teach your children to be on their own. They're supposed to get out your house at a certain age. You're supposed to teach your kids independence, not to be dependent. Codependency is not something that you're supposed to teach your children. And that is what I walked into a cycle of me watching, and I'm trying to correct somebody. The children might, they older, why is everybody still in the home? Like, what the fuck is going on? When your child is, Jada should have a car at 16, 17 years old. Jada should be on her way out of my house between the ages of 18 and 21. She should really be gone by a certain age. And it's nothing wrong with her living close or whatever, but I'm not promised tomorrow. So me teaching her to be up under my titty is only enabling her. I need her to spread. I need to see why I'm above ground and my kids got this shit. So don't be that type of parent. Don't love your kids. Don't sit in your toxicity so long that you don't want to heal, that you have now latched to your children and they are now adults and you don't know how to let go. Because that's not healthy either. That's horrible. And I remember when I was down there and she had mentioned, she said, yeah, I told my daughter you was talking about the card because this is somebody's birthday, the 15th. And she's like, I told my daughter that ain't none of that me. That's what I mean. You so quick to deny African American sister. She said as soon as I said it on the live, I was talking about this card. She got offended basically and told her daughter that's not her. Quick to shake your head and say no. Don't want to hear shit. But that's why shit ain't moving. That's why you stuck. That's why shit ain't moving. Those things that you manifesting. You could be saying, I want a car. I want a house. I want a husband. I need my disability approved. I need approval for this mortgage. Or what? Nothing's moving. Bank account low. You not listening. And until you listen, Linda, ain't nothing gonna go. And I'm saying that for me, I had to sit up and write an amends to. No, I didn't even write it. I sat down doing my spiritual awakening and I wrote down everybody I had wronged. It wasn't about if they wronged me. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about what they did. People so quick to, he did that to me. You steady pointing that finger and it's three pointing back at you. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Okay? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Get it together. They pointing back at you. So you quick to point that gun and aim and say what somebody did. They got their own slate they got to clean up with the Father. Worry about you. And that's what I started to do. I didn't worry about my twin left me. I didn't worry. I didn't say, oh, he owed me an apology for leaving. He ain't got to never say shit. I owe him an apology. So yes, I want you to know I was first. Me, right here. I was the first to apologize to my father, my mother. I sat down one day and I feel like I was a horrible child, regardless to my father walking out of my life or not being there. I owe a lot of people an apology. I owe, okay, Oreo, okay. I owe my sister, my blood sister Tara, an apology. I owe my niece. Man, I had wrote everybody down. Like, let me go on. Because guess what? At this particular Oreo, okay. At this particular time, I wasn't getting no subscribers. I wasn't getting no subscribers. I wasn't getting no readings. I wasn't nothing moving. I had applied for some things and nothing had moved. Man, okay, Oreo, okay. I had ended up applying for some things, and after I had applied for the things I had applied for, ooh, he's so irritating. They got approved after the temperance card, 14. I'm actually 41 years old, and I was born on the 14th, so that's my whole up there. I had applied for some things, and after I made those 13 apologies, including to my twin flame, even if he did me wrong, let's say it again. Even if he did me wrong, let's say it again. Even if he did me wrong, you heard that? Okay. It wasn't about, he owe you, girl. You better go get, no, don't say nothing. Ego and pride to get you nowhere. Nowhere. The Holy Spirit ain't trying to have that. Everybody can be corrected, including me. And that means as of today, I just told y'all I fucked up and ate that food. And I was losing my cool with CC and BB over here. I was seeing Oreo. The OOs over here. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I made those amends and I called those family members and those friends. Even my oh matter of man, if my sister, shout out to my sister Lucretia. I don't even know if she watching. Shout out to my big sister, baby. And this is somebody I met when I was like Oreo, be quiet. I met her when I was about 19 years old. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I met her when I was about 19 years old. At a job, and that's the only friend I have from back in the day, like that has survived. And guess what I did? I asked God about her. She told me to one day. She's like, ask God about me. I want you to ask him, should you still be my friend? And that's my Gemini. But the point is, we fell out during my awakening. Before I was awakened, you know what I did? This what happened. This what I mean by taking accountability. We had went out. Let me tell you what happened. We went out. This is how the awakening started on my twin flame's birthday in December. I went out. I had been dating a Cancer Capricorn. He was a real true-blooded Cancer. I had left him in a city. I had left him we was at my sister's house. My sister-in-law, whom is now, I divorced him, but we was at my sister-in-law's house, and me and her was still cool after the divorce. And I was dating another guy, and he ended up walking off because we had like a disagreement. He came back and tried to molest her children, and I had no record. I had no idea he was on that. Never have ever I dated anybody that has ever done that. They called me and they was like, TT, he came back knocking on the door, da-da-da-da. So, I called my ex-husband, you know what I'm saying? And I told them to wake their mama up. She an Aries. We went looking for him because we finna, I can't even say. But let's just say we went on a man hunt for about 3-4 hours with everybody in the car because I don't play that shit like you tried to do what? But, my point is that night, everything had started to unfold in my life, and that had sent me down a path of depression. I hadn't even met my twin. I was just depressed like times 12. I had just divorced my ex-husband, and then I had met the guy. He was a fucking pedophile, disgusting. And what ended up happening was I had a couple drinks one night in my Cancer energy. Too much in my Cancer energy, too much in my feelings. That's what I'm saying. Don't take the zodiac sign. It's not about the zodiac sign. It's about the placement and how you work it. I had drunk too many cups. Drove home, and I ran off the road. A car had hit me, tailspin, took out the gas pumps. I ran into a gas station. The power went out. The electric poles fell, like 3 of them. Electricity flying in the air. The whole 3 blocks of power went out. The the gas pump exploded, gas flying out, and I'm crawling on the floor of the car trying to find my phone. I got 1% battery, and so the light post fell. So Gary, Indiana, you could look this up. Didn't have no power for. I'm talking about a couple hours on this day in 2018. I knocked December 1st, 2018, knocked all that shit down. And after that happened, I ended up I got arrested that night, and I had to call my sister because I was so depressed about all the shit that went on. Like, damn, I done got divorced. I done dated a pedophile. What the fuck? And my sister had to come get me, but that's what started my awakening. And but that sister Lucretia, that house, that's where I was going. I was left with Lucretia, my sister. So she's a Gemini, and I told her I was fine to drive home. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had pulled up to her house, and I was in my feelings, and she was like, "You sure?" And she was dating somebody that was kind of karmic, and I didn't feel comfortable going in, and I kind of think she didn't want me to come in at that particular time. It was just kind of all awkward. So I ended up driving home, and that's when I had the accident. Needless to say, everybody blamed her. Everybody blamed her and tried to lay that on her and say, "Oh, it's her fault. She shouldn't have let." No, I'm grown. I am grown. I am a loud, obnoxious Sagittarius, and I forcefully told her I got it. So you cannot argue. Sometimes she gonna beat my ass like she didn't know. And so we made amends, but I called and apologized to her first because I took it out on her. I blamed her for a whole year and a half. I blamed her for that accident. How the hell is it her fault? I should set my ass down. That's what I mean by taking. Sometimes we blaming other people for things we need to be accountable for. I went outside. Me, Phoenix. It's me. So I called her and I apologized. And she cried and we made up. And she was like, "Man, I missed you for this year and a half. I can't believe we weren't talking." Talked to my dad, talked to my mom, talked to my sister, my blood sister Tara. She answered the phone. I think I started crying. She answered the phone. I was like, "Hello." She was like, "Hello." I was like, "I am so sorry for not talking to you for a year." She's like, "Wait, calm down." I just pouring out emotion, just so emotional. Like meditation make you so emotional. Like it make you so real. It make you so human. You know, it shares that ego and that pride. So no, she didn't force me to drive. I should have sat down. I could have said, "Let me come in here and lay down." She asked me a question, but everybody said, "You weren't in your right mind." God said that was my fault. God said that's my fault. He didn't convict me. God said call and apologize. That's what I did. Another woman probably would have still been holding you. Everybody want to point the. Anyway, next day, money. God made it rain on me. No, needless to say, that was like a year and a half ago. The Lord made it rain on me. I woke up and I'm talking about make it rain. I'm talking about, I was like, my bank account is off lock. Like it was, my daughter couldn't believe it. I had got like 17 approvals and we was like, and I was like, what did I do different? I made amends. I made amends. So I'm quick to make amends now. Me and Oreo was arguing earlier. I had to apologize because I had wanted to jack him up. I think I had, what did I do? Oh, the paper towel roll. You know when the paper towel gone and it's just the brown piece, the brown little cardboard. I flipped it at him because he was trying to go in the garbage can. But I felt bad. So I was like, "Oh, damn, Oreo, my bad. I feel like I played too much. I apologize." Like, apologize to your pet. Like, you get karmic debt for that on my life from dead serious. I don't care if you don't believe me. You ain't got to believe me. Just watch. Just watch how I do this. Like, so, but, so now, as of right now, and my weight was my debt. Me being that heavy, that was debt too. You get karmic debt for not taking care of yourself. You don't get new love if you're not taking care of yourself. Your hygiene, taking your medicine, going to your doctor's appointments. You don't get a divine masculine if your kids ain't up to par on their doctor's appointments. If your house ain't in order. If your house ain't in order to get blessings, you don't get blessings. That's just how it go. It doesn't matter what the reading said. All my readings or anybody else readings is doing is showing you what you do once you get past that karmic debt. So if you don't get past that karmic debt, no, my reading will not happen for you. No, that new love will not come because you didn't pay your debt. You didn't pay. You didn't get these check marks. You didn't make it up. You didn't. I was abusive to animals when I was younger. I couldn't stand dogs. I had actually. Ooh, child, I used to be real mean to animals. Let's just say that. Real abusive, okay, in my Cancer energy. So I had to get a dog, and that's why I've been getting blessed because I don't mistreat Oreo this time. I had to go get another pet. I don't like cats. That don't mean I got the right to be mean to them. No, I'm not gonna go out and get a cat. But if a cat was outside my door meowing right now, was hungry and thirsty, yes, I am gonna feed that cat. Because you supposed to be walking, and I ain't trying to be corny. You really supposed to be walking with what would Jesus do? It ain't about what you would do. What would God do in this situation? So let me break it down how this went today, how I figured out the karmic debt, and why I'm not going to go MIA on y'all. Okay, this is how it all unfolded. Um, I did a reading for a Sagittarius earlier, and I loved it. I loved her. Oh my God, her energy was fucking awesome. Even yesterday, shout out to Shaquita. I know she might be saying I did her reading yesterday. I love doing some of y'all readings. Y'all kick, hey, man, y'all energy be off the chain. And I don't want to say the person name I did today because I just met her on it, but we establishing our relationship. But anyway, she kept saying everything that the deck was saying, and so she was talking, and she said, yeah, I was, I got a download, and I'm doing her reading, so I know how spiritual she is. God just showed me her riches, her fame, her fortune. It's all in front of me. She's just as spiritually gifted as me. Told her she might be even more inclined than me. That's how I'm a realist. If I done told you, hey, you could kick my ass later. Like, I might need to get a reading from you later. What the hell you waiting on? Now, what the hell are you waiting for? I don't know. Okay, anyway. But yeah, if I done told you, hey, I'm right here, you right here. That take a real woman to say that. Some people so narcissistic, they wouldn't. I give you your props. But anyway, I did her reading earlier, and I was like, girl, you is gonna be the shit, girl. Like, let me, what's your phone number? And she was a Sag, but she had me cracking up, and she said, yeah, I got a download that, it's karmic debt when you block certain people. Like, you can't block people on your phone. Here we go. I done struck a nerve now. You can't block people on your phone because that's showing signs you're not healed when you start to block people. Whew, it's gonna get deep. I said, what? She was like, yeah, so I had to unblock my ex. I said, whoa, go back, rewind, excuse me. She's like, yeah, you're not allowed to. Here I go, stubborn ass me. Because I got the devil in my chart. I turned it to him. Because the temperance card is the devil and the angel. At every given moment, I got the God on this shoulder, and guess who here? His ugly ass on the other shoulder. Every day I gotta make a decision who I'm rocking with. That's just the temptress card. I'm always be tempted by the devil to do devilish shit, but I know who I walk to. I walk by faith and not by sight, and I don't care what his ugly self say. So anyway, talking to her earlier, she said about that taking them off block. She's like, yeah, because it just blocks your blessings. Blocking people blocks your blessings on your phone. Now, let's be clear. If somebody's trying to murder you, disrespect you, call your kids out your name, playing on your phone, that's different. If you just had an argument with somebody and y'all not talking, and you know damn well they ain't blowing up your phone like that, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. I got down to fucking raggedy ass Colorado, listening to somebody else talk, then put my twin flame on block. Boop. Boop. Sitting listen to you. Boop. On exchanging devilish conversation. I should do it. Shouldn't I do it? Shit. Man, tempted. The devil got me. So I noticed that this is so I kept wondering what was going on with YouTube. So this is all, I want to round it all up so you can understand about karmic debt. So I'm talking to sis earlier, and before I talked to my sister, shout out to my baby mama, I was talking to the subscriber, and she was like, you accumulate the karmic debt. She kept saying it. So I'm falling out. If you ever did a FaceTime reading with me, my goofy ass. I was like, oh, come on, man. Stop saying it. I'm throwing the pin. She cracking up. So I said, you ain't talking to me. I told God, I said, she ain't talking to me. God said, hit the phone to see what time it was. I said, boop. Whole twin flame birthday popped up. Not only was it was going this way and that way. I told her the number. I said, it was the precise time. His birthday was going both ways. I said, ah. She said, unblock. I said, is they talking to me? She's steady shaking her head on FaceTime. Unblock them. I called my baby mama. I called my little sister. I said, sis, is I'm in trouble? Because I said, and guess what my sister said? That's why your YouTube locked. Your money got locked. That's why because I'm steady getting subscribers, but my money wasn't moving. I was locked, and I've been locked since I fucking left Denver. So I'm like, it wouldn't go up. As a matter of fact, I want to tell you how bad it was so much karmic debt. Do you know? I'm gonna just straight tell y'all. I took a couple $100 loss on like my money declined as soon as I hit Denver. Blue. Subscribers still going up, but my money's steadily going down. I got here and it froze. So I said, fuck it, I could get it back up. I'm gonna get it back up. That's what made it stopped moving. It locked. So when I got back home, everything kind of got back to normal. I had to shave Oreo, throw shit in the garbage, throw all kind of shit. Everything I had purchased, everything I bought, I tried to throw all that shit in the garbage. Throw the whole fucking trip away, okay? Throw the whole fucking Denver, Colorado away. Bitch need to just, like some paper, ball that shit up. I started to just ball the shit up there. Throw the shit away, okay? So, needless to say, threw everything away, but I didn't unblock him. It had no reason to really block him. Had no reason. I blocked the only way I blocked the only way a form of communication that we have. and that's nobody's business. But I blocked that only form because I was listening and influenced by people that I shouldn't have been influenced by, because I'm in a different role, in a leadership role, where I shouldn't be influenced by people that needed to still be led. That's what I'm saying. At that particular time, I didn't need to hear So I asked my baby mama, and she was like, you know what? That's your debt right now. You're going back into karmic debt because of what you did. You blocked them, and you didn't have no right to do that. I had apologized months ago. So what the fuck am I doing here? We had no beef. We're on good terms actually. Last conversation we had, no issue. Oh, okay. Let me explain why I blocked them, because I know somebody like, well, why did you block them? Because the only way that we have to communicate, it always shows his photo, even if he's not in the chain of where I talk to him, even if we had no communication in months and months and months, he still keeps showing directly up in the bubbles at the top. It did it for every day for damn near a month. I thought I was tweaking. I had literally looked back and there was no chain and no messages. So I said, why is he popping up every day? He's like he would go from the first person to the third, second. He never moved down while I couldn't see him. I got so irritated, and it wasn't like, oh, he did anything to me. It's like I didn't need to be reminded, because we're not in each other's lives. Why do I need to keep seeing it? So that is why I blocked it. It was nothing but Spirit say, you're fine. You can take that. Get over it. So, I when I got off of the FaceTime reading with the subscriber earlier, I went back and I unblocked him. My money went up $50 that fast. As soon as my sister said, unblock him, you listening to raggedy bitches, baby mama said, don't listen to no raggedy bitches. Unblock him. Don't be influenced by the devil. That's not how we rotate. That blocking shit ain't good. You blocking your blessings. Blocking the block. Whoo! I said, okay. So I took him off block, and immediately things started to move. And my baby mama said it. She's very intuitive. She's like, it's everything gonna move. Everything. She's like, give it a month, sis. It's gonna go right back to where it was. And I know it is. I know it is. So I just have to. But what I did is, what I'm saying is, I walked into somebody's karmic debt, and that ain't cool. So I wanted to make sure you guys understood. Everything ain't black magic. That's what I'm trying to say. Where some people sometimes think, okay, I'm so and so doing black magic on me. No, they're not. No, they're not. This is your karmic debt. Everybody's not doing black magic on you. You have accumulated karmic debt. You owe a debt. You have to pay it off, and that's what it is. I had watched somebody sit there, and literally now I'm sitting there. Somebody I done readings for, and now I'm in their presence, and I'm steady telling them that ain't no black magic no more on you. There ain't nobody doing no magic on you. Oh, it's a group of people still doing magic on me. That was months ago. Why are you still holding on to that? Devilish thoughts. Why are we not moving past that? Why are you still stuck on that? Because I'm obviously telling you, you're done with that. Nobody's thinking about you. So, but because things are falling apart, you think that it is karmic. You think it's black magic. No, baby, it's karmic debt from just doing low down shit, being low down. Matter of fact, I'll fuck y'all head up. One day we was walking in the house, and Lord knows I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm gonna tell you how God do you. We walking in the house, and it's a sheet of ice. She fell and bust her shit. I walked right over the same sheet of ice, not even 2 seconds before that. When I tell you, I turned around and I heard a pow. I said, what the fuck happened? And I got home and I said, God, what the hell? Because I watched everything just go to shit while I was there. Well, motherfucker probably trying to say that was me. No, you even admitted openly that a year ago this is the repair. I heard her say, this happened to me before. You repeating the cycle then. All this just happened. Why is it? And so you think that they doing double black magic versus you? It ain't you. It ain't you fucking up. No, it ain't. You ain't done nothing. Your slate is clean. How the fuck is your slate clean and mine ain't? How is it? That don't even. I'm a healer and my slate ain't clean. That's what made me say, you know what? I'm done with these bitches. I'm not finna keep arguing with you back and forth. But needless to say, that is why I wanted. But it still was a plot of the devil. See, going down there listening to somebody made me influenced by conversations to block somebody, which I should not have been. But because I'm an empath, I'm picking up that energy. Okay, fuck it, fuck that shit. And I done it with my goofy ass. Like I'm a teenager in high school and shit. Like I don't know better. And one thing was not going right, and that's what that one thing was. I was like, okay, I'm steadily getting subs, but what's up? And I'm like, oh, God froze my money again, like he froze it last time. And I had to go back and clean up. And as soon as I did it, I woke up and I was like, okay. So that's what I mean. You just have to be, able to tell the difference and be honest enough to know that that ain't always black magic. And I think a lot of it ain't black magic. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot, especially since I was allowed to leave my home and actually go visit and see outside the world, which I never do. He said spotless. I was like, yeah, it's a lot of people still accumulating karmic debt. So that is why a lot of things have not moved for you. And yeah, so I want to make sure I told you everything. The company you keep, um, and it's all. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay, and that's another thing. Um, I was asking God to show me the other day what to show me forms of addiction. You know, like things to tell you to give you downloads. You know. So God was like, yeah, well, the person you was with when you was down there, y'all both didn't name y'all animals after y'all addiction. So I was like, what? That's why I said if I can convict myself and tell me that I'm wrong. So Oreo's name Oreo because what I just tell y'all. What I just tell y'all. Okay. So, and let's just say I don't put they dog's name out there for nobody ever say I did nothing. But let's just say basically she named her dog Prada. You might as well say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Louis Vuitton. I don't know. You know, something Jordans or some shit like that. That name brand shit. Cadillac, Lexus. That mean money, motherfucker. And what she named her animal was after money. And that means that's her greed. That's what she worry about, money. And that is not cool. So this is what I'm saying. So and this is what I mean by God was it was a test for it was not only that trip was not only a test for me. God was testing them to see was they ready to get out of karmic debt. It was all in how they was gonna treat me. How you treat a person. So I remember one day one of them asking me, did God tell me something bad about them? That let me know that you had already done something wrong. Just you asking me, like, oh, did he say I talked about you? It was the way she worded it. It didn't make sense. So I'm like, oh, your ass did do something wrong. I must need to tap into your energy. What them rods say? You too nervous though. You too nervous, and that let me know you was on bullshit. That my spidey senses went off immediately. Then I'm like, what you worry about what they say for? Because when you doing right and you right with me, you ain't got to worry about it. Right now, if I pull cards on my baby mama Stephanie, what they got to worry about? Slate clean. They probably like, girl, bye. You ain't got nothing else to do. You over there pulling cards on me. What they say, girl? They'll make a joke out of it. She all nervous, biting her nails. And what they say? What they say? That's because your ass crooked. Your ass, you ain't straight, bitch. You're crooked. You on crooked shit. Okay? And that's why it's crickets in this bitch. You feel me? So, yeah. And that's why crickets with your love life. Crickets with your money. With crickets. That's all you hear. So, like, no, you don't listen. And I be trying not to tell people, but like I said, but anyway, I had to lose weight. That was my karmic debt. I was morbidly obese. God wasn't finna give me no man. I can't touch my toes. I can't. You gotta take care of yourself first. You gotta eat right. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta exercise. Something I'm struggling with right now. Eating right and exercising still. That's why I said I'll be the first to say I'm the pappy. Okay, I's the pappy. All right. So, what else was my debt? I told y'all about the twin flame. Told you about my mom. I told you about my kids. Um, oh, and this is another thing. Um, I was someone had tried to convince me another Sagittarius, like I said, that using graveyard dirt you could use it for good and bad. I don't believe that. I had to get in my own energy and sit with it. I don't care what the ancestors did. I don't care what another reader said you can do. I just feel like it's a limit to things. And with tarot, people cross the lines. And I'm a reader that's just not going to ever cross that line. I feel like after so long, there are things, there's nothing wrong with doing certain things. But us as tarot card readers, because I got a feeling the bitch going to send the tarot card reader the video that I'm making now. But us as tarot card readers need to understand, and I'm even talking to a tarot card reader if you ever watch, um, you got to be careful what you tell subscribers that don't know much about tarot because they're taking some of the things we say and twisting it. Even some of the things you've given them or you've been given, I've watched y'all twist it or go too deep into it, and it didn't transform your life. You know, even if she said use the graveyard dirt for something good, you didn't took it and spit it and made it what you wanted to make it, and that's not okay. That's not allowed. And I really do believe, as me being an older woman, some of those readers are younger than me, and I don't believe in disturbing the dead. I don't believe in disturbing. Let them rest. I don't believe that you should go to the graveyard disturbing. I don't care if it's the edge of the dirt on the. Leave that dirt alone. Leave them folks alone. If you ain't getting whatever you need, you just hit. You ain't got to do all of that. I don't think you need the shit of a dog. I don't think you need period blood. I think you've taken it too far. I think you've lost your motherfucking mind. And I think that that creates karmic debt. Because I just think, as a matter of fact, to let you know it does. She was disputing me and telling me, oh, you know, you supposed to use the blood and touch the blood and do rituals with your blood, your period blood. But let me tell you how she was wrong. This the same deck. I went to a store and bought this. I didn't get this from nobody down there. I bought it from a store, a really nice. It was an Egyptian store, and it's crazy because I watch Egyptian tarot, and the symbol for the store in Denver was the Egyptian tarot symbol. So I knew that Egyptian tarot had told me it was her sign to telling me to go there. I got these cards and I got to read, and this is called the Big Pussy Energy deck, right? I ain't used this for y'all yet because it's kind of, but and I have guys watching. I don't know if they want to hear that, but the point is, in this deck, it tells you how to use your blood. You know what you do? You don't even touch yourself. You do what I'm doing right now. When you're on your period, this is how you know bitches take it too far. That's what I'm saying. Watch who you listen to. I'm telling you right now, the most you can do with your blood, per these cards, is I'm on my menstrual. Okay. I want to manifest. That's it. Okay, like right now, the moon that just passed, we had that new moon and full moon. Not to tell y'all too much, but I don't even care now. We talking. I had my menstrual. I always get my menstrual because I'm a witch, white light witch, a good witch, okay? I always get my menstrual for the moon, but that's because I'm supposed to actually be doing moon rituals. But my moon ritual does not exist as touching anything on my body. It's getting the Bible, getting my sage, being on my menstrual, praying, cleansing my vessels, taking my egg, rubbing my egg on me to get all the bad energy off me, and writing down things I want to get rid of and things I want to bring in. That's it. He ain't say go get no cup, scoop no shit up, put it on fire, put it in. Don't touch on yourself. Don't touch yourself. That is all. If I ever tell you, I want you to do, I don't even call it spell work. If I say I want you to do some blessings, I want you to bring in. Oh yes, you can manifest so much on your period. It's ridiculous. Especially if you somebody that gets your menstrual with the full and the new moon, you supposed to be using it. That's when you manifest the most, child. That's what I've been doing. I ain't touched nothing on my body, child. I read one of these cards and she said, do this. She was like, you just get your little notebook. And I started to read all the cards in the deck. I'm like, ain't none of these saying nothing about touching yourself. Ain't none of these saying nothing about scooping up. No. What is this heifer talking about using the blood? No. No, you didn't take it too far. You think you God. So no, that's not, they don't even say that in the Bible. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So anyway, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Literally, you use your crystals, say your little prayer, come closer to your angels, maybe touch your belly. That's it, child. You ain't touching nothing else. That's disgusting. But that's when I knew I was in somebody else's energy, and me listening to other people is how I always get fucked in a hole. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I told you. And I noticed another thing. Spirit told me that she got Stone Age thinking because her children are nicknamed after a Stone Age show. I'm not gonna even say the name of the show, but she was calling her kids a show that I watched when I was a child. So, but though it wasn't even a show that you would even. It's a. I can't even say the show, but the point is the show represents back in the day. So what I'm saying to you is a lot of things people keep saying. My grandma did this, my mama did that. That didn't work because we wouldn't be here right now. That didn't work for your ancestors. A lot of things didn't work for our ancestors. It's called the New World Order. Let's try to say it again. The New World Order. So that means there's a new order in the world. Things will be in a different order from what it was from when your ancestors was alive. So please stop bringing that up. What they did, like it was blowing me that's what a lot of things we do. We were governed by our parents and grandparents, and we somehow think that that's the right way to go, and it's really not. It's really not. Our ancestors had it wrong. And I had to tell it to her face. I'm like, well, I don't care. Your grandma had it wrong. My grandma had some things wrong. We wouldn't be here. Okay? So, they had their way of thinking. And that didn't also, that we wouldn't be in a new world order if that was the case. That wouldn't be going on. But I just want you to understand that. So, and then a lot of things you have to understand. Once you become really spiritual, a person could do black magic on you all day. And none of that shit would work. Like, I give you a prime example. Like, I know motherfuckers been doing magic on me since I left Denver. Like, I can feel it. God allowed me to feel it, but ain't nothing. Child, I feel great. I could get off here and cartwheel right now. My dumb ass just ate them almonds and fucked myself up. But outside of that, but God gave me tunnel vision. I see shit in my sleep. Like, the crazy part is, everybody should know how those individuals in that situation should know how spiritual I am, because I made sure I showed up what I was on camera as I am in person. I am the same person, so that's who they seen, whether they care to admit that or not. I'm not the person, like, once y'all, if you was to ever be around me and I'm at your house, I gotta take a spiritual bath every day. I don't give a fuck what you do. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta read my Bible. I gotta get in the corner somewhere. I need a little quietness. And that's another thing I noticed. When I got down there, it was way too much talking. I couldn't get no work done, because when you working for God, you shh, shh, shh. I had noticed. I'm like, and I noticed that the idle mind is the devil's playground. I didn't see nobody really making no moves down there. No matter who house I was at, I didn't see no. I seen somebody chasing behind their husband, kissing his ass, and following his dreams and trying to. I wasn't on that. I'm trying to find my way. I ain't trying to be somebody's fucking Stepford wife, and like that ain't. I need to find my way. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'll be somebody's wife later on, child. I done been there and done that. I'm not pressed for that. Bitches is pressed, and I ain't pressed for it. So, but I was just watching, like, idle mind is the devil's playground. Like, I'm watching somebody say they're a healer, but they haven't healed themselves. Like, that's another thing. I can't sell you my product if my product isn't working for me. Okay, so that's another thing. Like, you have to also consider the source. That's like me trying to sell you a weight loss product and I'm still fat. That's not gonna work. Like, if I was to tell you right now, that's what I'm saying. If I was to put up my pictures right now and show you how big I used to be, that is the proof that, okay, well, she got to know something. She talking about, hell, she looks like a sweltering well before. Like, they don't even look like her. From skincare to anything like that. Like, I'm selling money candles. I had to make sure those candles work before I sell them. I'm not finna put my name on shit and have me out here bad. You feel me? Same thing with my healing candles. I had to make sure I had to, hey sis, take this. You know, to tell my sister Tara or tell Jada. I have to watch, yo. Then that's when so once I start, I made a money candle. And that's what God was like, people are jealous of your gifts. Like, you are cleaning up your karmic debt. But they could do the same thing if they just humble themselves and listen. You know, and people don't want to do that, and that's just the issue with that. And I just wanted to tell y'all that, like, I got upset because things weren't moving fast. I'm a fire sign, but I gotta be patient, and like, that's what I'm saying. So, okay, my baby mama, my sister is younger than me by almost 8 years. Do you know she could correct me? And I'm not gonna ever talk back to her. I ain't got every time baby mama tell me, even if I'm wrong, she tell me. Like, she just told me today I was wrong. Why do I gotta get an attitude? Child, I need some help. I be wanting a friend to check me, tell me. And if you a real sage, that's what I'm saying. If you want some real nigga shit, you gonna always want to be corrected. A real sage, oh, my mama could take that shit. I be interested. Like, what? Okay, what you say I did wrong? That's what I'm saying earlier. If y'all could ask that Sagittarius earlier that I was talking to, that I just met. Shout out to her too, because she was so sweet. She'll tell you I made it fun. It was like, that's why we was on the phone, two fools cracking up, just cracking up. I was like, I'm mad right now. I was like, this is bullshit. She kept correcting me. I just met her and I didn't give her a hard time. She even said when we hung up, she's like, I'm finna get on your nerves. We're finna be friends. She was like, I was like, you could correct me. Go on. I was like, say it to my chest. Say it to me. I gotta unblock them, don't you? She shook her head. Man, y'all don't know how mad I was. Man, I went into my Scorpio chart. Man, I wanted to break this motherfucking pen. I got Aquarius, my love language. Man, I want to punch the wall. But I can exhibit those emotions around somebody that is just as empathic as me. My spiritual soul tribe, y'all don't make me feel weird about my feelings and my emotions. Like, y'all be feeling the same thing. And that's how I know I was out here in this world and I was around nothing but snakes. They never got me. The people that I live around, the ones I call my sisters, and the people that was they didn't understand me. They bitches thought I was bipolar. Y'all totally get it. Y'all be like, I get it. I be vibing with y'all. I'm like, oh my God. The only thing I be telling y'all, I'm like, damn, we live so far away from each other. Y'all know if we stayed around the corner, child. That's what I kept telling her, my goofy ass, doing her reading. I said, girl, I wish you lived next door. I would pack these cards up, Sagittarius. Open the door. I said that's why we so far apart from each other. Even when I was talking to shout out to Shaquita, I was like, we don't need to be by each other, child. We'll be like, you coming outside, girl? I love me a good talk. I love me a friend I could be myself with. I ain't gotta sit down and die down my you sitting around the wrong people when you gotta die down your wins. Things that you proud of. You sitting around the wrong motherfuckers. You don't need to sit around their ass. Cause they not, you know what I'm saying? They not rooting for you. And I was around people that I thought was rooting for me and they wasn't. So, but that was accumulating karmic debt. Keeping the company that I was keeping. since I've been in isolation, which I've been told to come out of, hard. Hard trusting people, especially after that trip to Colorado. That was just retarded. So it's just hard trusting people. Because the crazy part is, that's what I was finna say. Now, mind y'all, this is what I'm saying, how I know me and Stephanie really rock with each other. Because I'm finna just put this shit on out there. So mind y'all, I had only took so much money with me because I was, waiting to get paid anyway. But I'm thinking everything cool. I'm thinking I'm in good hands with Allstate. Motherfucker on classic auto insurance. Okay? Them bitches is classic. I thought I was with a State Farm, Allstate, classic bitches. Classic auto insurance. Okay? Anyway, so my money done got tight because I didn't exceed at the time. I didn't basically got stranded down there. Now y'all know if you a good-hearted, wholesome person, wholesome, okay. Me and my children got stranded in your area. I hope you would look out for me and know that I would look out for you when I got back home. So, but I'm noticing I'm being treated a certain way because I could just feel the energy shift. I could feel the money home. I could smell it in the air, like, oh, a bitch like, oh, that's Phoenix. She on YouTube. She got money. She got. That's crazy. That you would even befriend me off the strength of that. That's crazy. So the point is, I'm down there and I'm down there doing Mercury retrograde. Now y'all know how that went. Miscommunication, child. My money then froze. I can't move no accounts. I'm talking about money then froze. So I'm down to my last until I get back home and wait. Man, I'm telling this individual that I'm at house what's going on. She all making it sound she a godly woman. Oh, it's you okay? You good? We gonna figure this out. Da da da. You fine? So whatever money I am getting, now mind you, I'm down there with her, and I'm steadily saying I ain't getting no readings. I ain't, making no money. I ain't. You watching me? I'm in you. I ain't doing nothing like that. And I've got two little girls. They got, So she like, I think it was like 2 days before I left for 48 hours, and I had got some of my money. So I had sent her, what I had. I think I sent her like $50, and then I had filled up a tank like $40, something like that. So, because I'm putting the amount out there so y'all can know, because I'm a real nigga. So, but I noticed God told me the first thing she didn't do was say thank you. I noticed that, and God said, "You know what's so crazy? I told y'all all to be humble for if y'all donate $2 at the bottom of the screen. Sometimes I'll be like, thank you for that $1.99. Thank you for that. I don't give a damn if it's $1.50. Ain't nobody got to do nothing for you. So at the end of the day, you still supposed to show gratitude. It was the way she rolled over and looked at it as if she was expecting a whole lot. So I said, oh, this was about money. You can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool my black ass never. I'm too motherfucking inquisitive. I'm too nosy, and I'm way too spiritual. Way too spiritual for that. So, I said, oh, well, no, thank you, because, but I'm steady saying thank you. You ain't have to do this for us. I appreciate this. Even if my kids been a little irate, you ain't have to deal with this. I'm just showing nothing but humbleness, okay? Baby, if it didn't get dry and cutthroat towards the end, you could just tell money went right. But I'm watching you just lay around every day. I'm watching your kids go to work. You just lay up like a beach whale. I'm watching me get up and do stuff. So who you should be mad at? You still waiting on your 40 acres and a mule. You still talking about a castle you gonna get. Ain't none of that shit moving because you ain't moving for God. So that's just period, point blank. So I was like, okay. And it ain't it's how you treat people. God will give you your blessing. Let me have the one down there with Stephanie and got stranded with Stephanie. Baby, it'd have been like men at home, child. If whatever it was, I knew I would have been in good hands with her. That's all State Farm down there with Stephanie. Down there with baby mama. That's where I could get broke at and not have to worry about me and my kids feeling uncomfortable. That's home. That's why I know, like right now, I ain't never touched Stephanie's hand, but I know that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even black. That's my nigga. So at the end of the day, I know doggone well if I had told Stephanie, we stuck doing Mercury retrograde, Stephanie would be like, okay, well, we gon' figure this out, Adam, Jada, Odyssey, we finna eat this, we gonna do this, me and Phoenix gonna do this. We are a family, we're a team. She's not gonna never make me feel uncomfortable because that's a godly woman. So I want you to understand when you're around people that's about money and about fame and fortune, that's not what this is about. That's not what none of this is about, and that's what people get hung up on. I kept hearing her say, when she dies, she want to be able to lead them a castle. What the fuck are we talking about that for? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? And I want you to, so you on, and it was so karmic. She said, and it's going to be a house I leave behind, and you don't tell, you don't tell your wife about it, and you don't tell your husband about it, telling her kids that. Why are you helping them be underhanded to their husband and wife? The Bible say, the Bible say to leave your parents behind to go find a husband and a wife. That mean leave your ass there. That mean you are not as important at that time when he found a husband I mean, when he found a wife and she found a husband, that you, come on, you let go, let go. And that ain't what the fuck was going on. I was just hearing this. I'm like, what? I kept hearing enable, enable, enable. Oh, she enable. But every time I said something, it became an argument. But now she will accumulate karmic debt. And I walked in on the debt. That's how I got sick down there. I got sick when I was down there. Everybody got sick. Karmic debt. And it's the same person that said this, how, because I wish a bitch would blame me. A bitch ain't been sick, like baby mama said. Stephanie, no, I don't get sick. Stephanie and baby mama, no, I ain't get sick. Motherfuckers that have been rocking with me, no, I don't get sick. Y'all know when I went to Denver, I had a mask on. I was sick as a bitch. You feel me? And I'm like, what the fuck? Walked into a bitch karmic. I'm asking I'm sitting there, I'm like, is it, I asked the rise in front of everybody. I'm like, is this a devilish state to be in? Is it nothing but karmic energy? Them motherfuckers was swinging. I said, oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. I said, the demons down here, they wanted me out of Denver ASAP. God was like, go, run. I was like, got back here, everything went. I'm talking about everything been going so A1 right now. I'm better than sauce right now. A1 sauce, feel me? So, but I just wanted to make sure that I told y'all that. That don't mean people not doing black magic on me. Voila. People be trying to do magic on me. Child. They be burning the black and the red candles. I sell these too, of course. And y'all's look way different. Like my baby mama got one. And hers, I decorated and y'all got stuff. I just make mine plain, child. But this is like a little bit. But I burn this all day. So, fuck you and your mama. Like, you're not down. And I let it go. I don't be sitting up. Bitches write down bitches' names, doing TikTok spells and so send it back. So you ain't got to do all that. You could be doing something else with your time. That's why your pocket's thin, because you worry about the wrong fucking thing. That's all I'm saying. And the white candle, that's what I burn all day. That's it. That's it. That's all. It's that simple. That's it. I just want you to know that stop putting so much into people be harping on that black magic, child, and making it their life's whole goal mission, child. Their last name should be Black Magic, because that's all the fuck they talk about. Black magic, black magic, black magic. The people coming to get me. Mm-mm. I even heard a bitch say that somebody wants to hack her Akasha records. No, she don't. Nobody wants. There's nothing to hack. There's nothing there. There's nothing to unlock, because you haven't unlocked yourself right now. Everybody got spiritual gifts. All of us do. Anybody could be intuitive. A lot of y'all, like anybody has the ability to do something, the things that I do. That's another thing. I'm not around here like, oh, I'm the only one. No, but I pay my karmic debt when my gifts have not inclined. And if I don't do right by my gifts, if I abuse my power, that's how you know, like I said, you dealing with somebody really spiritual. God will take my powers away from me. God will take, this is a gift. A gift that can be taken back. It ain't my gift to keep. Just like my kids ain't. Just like them kids ain't her kids to keep. Them God's kids. Even them ain't y'all kids. Y'all know that. God gave us these kids. We borrowing these kids. And that's what I'm saying. When you get into the Bible, you get to understand that you're supposed to be thankful for that. I say, Lord, I thank you for the little time I still got with my kids, because I know they're going to get grown, leave the house, and have their own life. So I try to take as much time as I don't want to have them under my titty when they ain't supposed to be. Because I got to let go. And that's what I learned. When I went down there, I said, oh, I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I let go when it's the proper time. But I was trying to correct, and it didn't work out. So needless to say, everybody down there still in karmic debt, I know. So I ain't got nothing to do with that. My name been in it, I ain't in it. I tried to help. Like I said, if me and Stephanie could pan it out, I feel like I could pan it out with anybody, because shoot, me and Stephanie to argue like real sisters, if you ask me. Like, girl, I'm mad. I'm not talking to you. Whatever. Bye. Like, girl. And then I'm like, okay, I love you. I love you too. So, but that's a real friendship. Like, straight up. And like and Stephanie, she could tell me anything. I don't give a fuck what it is. Like, I don't judge her. She could call me and tell me the most fucked up shit. That's a real friend. So I just want y'all to understand that. Like, a real friend, you can say anything to. And a real friend, you're supposed to be able to say something back to you. I don't want no fake ass phony relationships. I want to be able to talk to y'all, and if we develop a friendship, I don't ever want to be a person that y'all feel like y'all can't correct, because you can correct me. But I can't be around you if I can't correct you either. So, and everybody needs to be corrected sometimes. And that's just my point. And I want you to correct me, because I don't want to go on karmic debt. So that's what I'm saying. If my baby mama didn't love me, she would have just let me go and collect all that karmic debt. But baby mama loved me. Hey, Bookie. And so baby mama was like, sis, unblock him. And I did it with tears in my eyes. I was like, I don't want to unblock him, baby mama. And she said, unblock him. And I beat the shit out the desk for about 10, 15 minutes, y'all. Like, real. That's why I said I'm stubborn, man. Like, please. You think y'all think y'all the only one be battling with shit. Man, please. But I'm trying to make sure I said everything because I told Stephanie I was gonna make sure I make this very graphic. So okay, I'll give you a couple ways I've been getting out of karmic debt because I know somebody like, well, how do we get out of karmic debt? A lot of y'all I done told to start a YouTube channel or TikTok, or I done told to do like um, something with shelters or feeding the homeless, or I done told you to even with your twin. Somebody will say like, and I don't want to tell you this is gonna speed up your journey. That ain't what but I do want to tell you in some ways, if that makes sense, playing devil's advocate kind of. The more you get in tune, because somebody say, well, some of y'all really want your twin back. That's completely fine. I'm not ever shading it. And some of y'all don't. I guess what I do, I support. That's what I'm saying. I support. If you want to say, fuck them, girl, fuck them. Fuck them, girl, fuck them. I'm with you. And if you're like, girl, let's just get married, I'm at the altar with you. Okay? I don't never tell. I'm not that friend. I'm not gonna hang up and talk about girl. She's stupid because that's not what a spiritual journey is about, and that's not what twin flames do. Real divine feminine don't talk about real divine feminine. Did you know that? Your karmic asses get talked about, but real divine feminine never get talked about. So that's just how they go. You feel me? So but um, hey babe, I was gonna say something. I lost train of thought. Shit. Hold on. Goodness gracious, I done said so much. Um, I was going somewhere with my last thought, y'all. I'm trying to make sure I done tapped into everything y'all needed to know as far as this situation go. But take a look in the mirror. I just feel like everybody needs to take a look in the mirror and be real with yourself. When I started my spiritual walk, and even today, if I am still struggling with things, there are things that everyone's still struggling with. No, that's not to say like you're lower than me. If they're making me be the guide and I am the healer and I'm helping you and I'm telling you I'm still struggling with some eating issues, I know that there are some things we're all still struggling with. So with that being said, we got to be the first one, like Bonnie and Christy on Mother. Raise your hand. Hi, I'm Bonnie and I'm an alcoholic. Hi, I am Phoenix, and I am a fatty, and I like chocolate. And I don't know. Okay, no, just saying, y'all. Something wrong with me. But yeah, I'm a fatty, though. And I just love, I'm a little, can't stop eating. So that's my little addiction. So guess what? And that's what God set me down. Man, I used to talk about my ex-husband so bad, both of them. You alcoholic, motherfucker, dot. We get into arguments. Since I've been by myself, every time I be wanting some chocolate in the middle of the night. God said that's how they feel when they want to smoke. This is how a crackhead feel when they want to smoke that crack. This is how alcoholics feel when they want to drink that drink. This is how a sex addict feel when they want to have sex. The way you waking up jonesing for this chocolate and you want to eat this bad shit and you crying about it and you need to let your subscribers know that you're crying in the middle of the night about it, that's how other people feel. So don't you ever sit up and think you are better than anybody that's an addict, because an addict is a fucking addict, and I want you to understand that. So I don't turn up my nose at my ex-husband or anybody that got a eating or a gambling addiction. I don't do that, because until you an addict, you don't know how the fuck I feel. And I felt so good earlier doing a reading for somebody that was a recovering addict. I felt so at home. I felt so at peace, because I get tired of everybody being so fake and phony about how I'm perfect. I never thought about killing myself. Shut the fuck up. Then life ain't whooped your ass, baby. And if you ain't never thought about it, you ain't all the way awakened then. If you ain't went through something that really didn't, baby, when they put them cuffs on me for me drinking and driving and acting a fool after dating that damn pedophile, and they put me in oh, thank you, baby. You just joined now. I'm reading real quick, y'all. Let me see. Oh, how do you know what you have in your chart? Okay. So I want you to, if you don't know how to access your birth chart on your phone, make sure you get like a top rank, a 5-star app. So if you get an app, as far as I don't want to tell you what app, because I feel like I said, it's free spirited. So just make sure whatever app you download to access your chart is a very high scored, stars, whatever, points. Make sure it's the top. Don't get you a 2 point. Make sure it's something that is up there. You need your date of birth, of course, and then you need your time of birth. Now, if, let's say some people say, I don't know what time I was born. Well, ballpark figure, meditate on it and come up with a number. And don't think God. You may not be close. You may not be too off. Believe it or not. So, because I hear people say, I don't know the exact time. So some people say, I only know day or night. So just pick. Let's say your mom say, I don't know exactly what time. It was the daytime. Well, just generally pick a time in the daytime you thought you was born. Don't think too much into it. But if you do know the exact time, that does help. So you just type it in the app. your date of birth, and your time of birth. And it's going to tell you your rising, your sun, your moon, your Venus. And it's going to tell you your different placements. And then that, to me, that, and if you need help, I'm gonna do birth chart readings too. That's what I was gonna tell you. If so, now I wanted to I wanted to start doing readings to help you in this aspect. So let's just say you want to know, okay, Phoenix, I want to know what card am I in the book, and I want you to tell me based off of you being a reader, what does this card tell you? What I'm up against in life? What have I suffered from in my past life? What am I going to have issues with this lifetime? What do I need to work on? That's a real ass reading, because that is how you make things move in your love life. That is where I feel like I don't be want, like, ain't nothing wrong with getting them readings on trying to find out what's going on with somebody. But baby, when you want your money and your love to move, you gotta dig a little deeper. You gotta dig deep like Maya Angelou deep. You gotta dig deeper and dig deep enough to be like, hey, you know what? I need to find out what has me stuck. I want my reading to be based upon what the fuck reading. I'm gonna start calling them what the fuck, because you like, what am I stuck on? Why have I not moved in love? Why are things not progressively moving with my money? And it's, like I said, it could be the number in the book. So that's what I said when I found out what the temptress was. So for nobody say I'm dogging their card out, because people love to see it. She tried to throw me under the bus. No, I'm not. I'm gonna throw me under the bus. Here I go. I'm gonna throw me under the bus so won't nobody get all upset. Temptress, the number 14. Where am I at? Okay, maybe I passed it. But the Temptress, the star card is also Aquarius energy. But in all these cards in this deck represent one of you. You are a major arcanic, and so if you need to know what your major arcanic is and what it represents and what do you struggle with, then that's a whole different reading. And I will be offering those readings, and those readings will get the shit moving. If you ready, I'm gonna call that the grown ass woman and grown ass man reading. This is the Temptress. This is me. All right, so if you are born on the 15th, there is a little darkness there. There is darkness. That's why I want you to understand when people say 13 and 14 got karmic debt. But if you look at these cards, who do it look like got the debt to you? Just look at them and take in your energy and just ask yourself. You see nothing but white here. That's dark. So yeah, I do have karmic debt. But you are accumulating for some of you on the 15th. 14th and 15th, it's a lot of difference between these days. Now, me upside down is where I get on the fuckery. This is when I become this. I can become this at any given time. That's what I want you to understand. I can become the temptress. I can overindulge in alcohol, sex, drugs. The temptress is excessive. That is why my readings be so long sometimes. I excessively talk. That's why God made me this way, so I won't ever shut that up. So, but no, I'm just playing. But the temptress, I overindulge when I was out there in the streets, drugs, alcohol, sex, everything I overdid. Eating, I would go to buffets, overeat, throw up. I would when I used drugs back in the day when like 15 years ago. And that's so funny. Somebody keep writing comments at the bottom like that's supposed to make me feel some type of way. Girl, bye. That's why when you heal from everything, bitch, you can't throw nothing in my face, child. At the end of the day, when I get to the nursing home, which I ain't never going because my kids ain't gonna put me in one. But when I get old and I got that pamper on, baby, I got stories. Okay? I got Rick James stories. You can't make me feel bad about my past because I'm past it. That's the whole. It's my past. The comments that's been at the bottom of the video been just so funny. Somebody put, lay off the drugs. Tell your mom lay off the drugs. I'm not on any drugs. Like that don't. You people are so devilish. Like that was supposed to have like triggered me. You can't trigger me because I healed from that. You can't. I laughed. I said, who the fuck? Like that don't bother me. But anyway, the temptress in reverse is overindulgence, sex, drugs, alcohol. Can't be told nothing. Very arrogant. Quarrel. I be want to argue with everybody, and I'm very impatient. So I become upside down. I'm impatient. I can't be told nothing. I got a stank attitude, child. Guess what I go do? Walk my simple ass to the corner. Guess what? As a spiritual being right now, I can still be the temptress in reverse. Not in a sense of addictions, but that candy today was a temptress in reverse. That almonds, temptress in reverse. Me sleeping too much, temptress in reverse. Too much of anything for me is because I have to stay balanced. I got a lot of Libra in my chart too. I have to always balance myself out. I cannot go into that. So once I got to know me, and guess what the temptress is? The temptress is the person that invented the best spiritual bath ever. That's why everybody always give me kudos. This is me testing the water to get in the spiritual bath, and this is me testing products to get in the spiritual bath. And this is my wings. God gave me my wings. It's time for me to fly. That's just the temperature. So I had to learn my card. I was born December 14th. So I learned myself. And that's why I tell a lot of y'all when y'all get out the bath, what I tell you to do. I told my baby mama put on all white. That's you, man, tapped in. Anyway, so and you don't have to be the temptress to put on all white. That's not what I'm saying. So but I have Cancer in my chart. So like I said, this could be me too. And just because you born on that particular day don't mean you exude that energy. You can exude it, but like I said, it just depends. You know, it depends on what day you was born on. But you have to get to know your placements to understand who you are. And that's what the crazy part is the two women I did all this down there, both of them show me their birth chart. Not that I give a fuck about either of their birth charts. Let's just make that clear too. Shit been deleted. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like you, non-motherfucking factor. But the point is, when I did look at the birth charts, they were struggling with it was so many things in their chart that was making them act the way they was acting. But they didn't even let me help them. They didn't want the help. Because, like I said, I have things. Okay, at nighttime, I'm a Leo. My moon is Leo, so right now I'm a Leo. That's why I was about to cry when I was talking about Stephanie's mom, because Leos are very sensitive, whether they want to admit it or not. Out of all the fire signs, they are the most sensitive. They will cry the first. So at night, I turn into Leo. Very sensitive. So my love language, I show up as an Aquarius. I'm a fucking asshole sometimes. Flight risk, run away. Aquariuses are loners. They could become very boring. And I become when I get married to people, child, I stop putting on clothes, makeup. I stop combing my hair. Guess what I had time to do? Look in the mirror. I asked myself, like, what do you need to work on? Why every time you get in a relationship, your ass stop doing self-care? You's a lazy motherfucker. Girl, get it together. That's how you got a karmic debt. This morning I woke up, I was like, man, I don't feel like doing it. I used to be a boy in the past life. I don't be wanting to do no self-care. I need a goddamn fill in. I don't want to go get these nails filled. I got the money. Nobody want to sit there and do that shit. Y'all like that girl stuff. I'm a nigga. But I live in my truth, though, is my point. I'm a tomboy, man. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like doing my edges today. Okay? I just took the scarf off, child. I was like, okay, so, but the point is, I just wanted to tell y'all, like, examples of karmic debt that I had. So what ended up happening for me, my karmic debt had really got out of control when I had decided to go kick in the doorways in the 4-4s. Now, I really did kick in the doorways in the 4-4, somebody's house. And so I ended up losing my business after that. I had a business that I was running. And I lost my business because I lost my mind. And that's what I mean. I was out there doing karmic-y shit. And everything fell apart after that. Everything. I thought I was God. I was around the God complex. So, you know what I'm saying? I thought I couldn't be told nothing. So I called myself, God say you have to wait for him to get people back. I am a person that always seeks vengeance. That's why I don't like that people burn candles on other people. I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do black magic. I don't think you should do. I don't suggest it. I feel like it's wrong. It don't feel, when it's something don't feel right. It just don't feel right, and it is wrong for me. And I'm the temptress. I feel everything. So if I feel it's off, it's off. And so I be trying to, like I said, give forewarnings during the readings if something feels off. I don't be trying to step on nobody's toes or. Yeah, that reading is very important to y'all. I ain't gonna even front with y'all. Like, that's a very, very, that's a grown person reading, because that would entail me to tell you where you fucked up at and how you need to fix it. But can I be honest with you? It saved my life. I really wish I could tell y'all how good things going, but people hate so much. I'm talking about, baby, between me making these healing candles and these money candles, whole 360. Whole 360. The other day, but if I hadn't broke my ego, if my twin hadn't broke my ego and pride by leaving me, because that's what I'm saying. I want you to understand the things that I said. Some of us have been women that have cheated on our spouse. That's your karmic there too. If you cheated, I cheated before in the past, not on my twin flame. I cheated on one of my husbands, my first husband. That was my karmic debt. Let me see what you wrote. Hold on. That was my karmic debt too. Okay, the 15th. Let me see. Let me find another major arcanic. The moon card, the number 18. Okay, I do 18 and I do the magician. I do the 1 and 18. Them the numbers that came out. I don't know why. Them the first two cards. Okay. So let's do the magician. The magician is anybody born on the first. So if you're born on the first, I'm gonna give you a little tap in. The number one. So anybody born on the first, you are the jack of all trades. The magician can, man, the magician can sew, knit. I mean, it's like, what do you want to do? You can do everything. You can do everything with the magician. So the magician is the jack of all trades right here. So it represents the number one. You can manifest things. What else? It represents new beginnings for the magician. This is the mastery. You create things, and this is also follow through with confidence. So if you are the number one, anything you do, you put your mind to, as long as you follow through with confidence, it will go through. Okay? So that is the magician, the jack of all trades. So, fuck it. All right, so fuck it. My twin is the magician. I don't even know why I picked this card, the number one. Okay, so the jack of all trades. The nigga can cook, rap, wash the children, detail the damn car, cook the dog food. The nigga was helping me take my hair down, child, the magician, okay? Infinity as well. That means forever love, infinity. It represents the root chakra with red. Very good with healing the root chakra. White is good, holy. And if you look on the table, the magician has what? The 4 elements. Now, this is all 13 zodiac signs he has. You got the wand. So the wand is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you got the cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then you got the I would do the 5th, but his girlfriend born on the 5th, and I feel like she watching, so I can't give her a freebie. So if you born on the 5th, I'm so sorry. I had to do that private because I'm not gonna help that hoe out. Okay. So anyway, that ain't no shade to y'all because the card don't mean it don't have to be. Now this could be somebody born on the 1st that's a karmic. That's when we flip it upside down. That's what I'm saying. But he got Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, the magician. You could be a man or a woman. You have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. That's the right there. Pentacles, right? Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Also Ophiuchus, right? 13. This person holds all 13 zodiac sign powers in their chart, basically. That means if you don't even see it, they can exude. They can relate to all 13 zodiac signs. They can do everything on Earth, damn near. The magician has psychic abilities. If you didn't know that. The magician and the high priestess have more psychic abilities than who? Me, the high. I am the temptress. But this is psychic ability. That means my twin abilities are stronger than mine because he is the magician. The magician represents a psychic. So if you're born on the 1st, you have psychic abilities that you have not used. You could be stronger and more powerful than me. Okay? That's the magician. And also the high priestess is a bad bitch. The high priestess is, if you born on blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Let Phoenix go to the head, y'all. I'm old. Oh, child, you know, it's hard to memorize these cards. High priestess number 3. You're born on the 3rd. If you're born on the 3rd. Oh, my baby mama. No, my baby mama is the empress. Hold on. The high priestess number 2. There we go. Shit. If you're born on the 2nd, I'm sorry, y'all. The 2nd is the high priestess. So the number 2, that means you are, baby, your intuition is off the chain. Off the chain. So, and like I said, the moon. Now, oh wait, so this is what I mean. Okay, but in reverse, let's not break it down. In reverse, if you the magician, that means your ass could be a good ass. You be lying your ass off sometimes. That means when you was a kid, you did a lot of lying sometimes. Let's keep it real. You manipulate your ass off when you want to. That's the dark side of you. So you need to know that. Like, you could be a manipulator. You can be too greedy. This is somebody too greedy. The love of money. A trickster, a con artist, untrustworthy, and lack of mental clarity. You're not thinking straight when you're the magician in reverse. That is why indecisive and need to exercise willpower. So when my twin is in reverse, he's not exercising willpower. He's excessive like me. So that's why I said it just depends on. Everybody got a dark side to their card because you can all become flipped upside down. Anybody can at any given time. That don't mean. So okay. So for anybody born on the 15th. I'm gonna fuck you up. The best thing is to do is to remain upside down. If you're born on the 15th, you need to be in the energy of flipping the devil upside down because you need to be overcoming your addictions and obstacles. That's what the devil card is about. It's overcoming things. This is spiritual understanding. If you still like this, you ain't understanding shit spiritually. If you like this, that's a different story. So I want you to understand that. Like, this is letting you know the devil in reverse is fears are unfounded. We don't even know what you're scared of. You scared to grow and you don't even know what the fuck you scared of for some of y'all. So that's why I was like, you have to know your card. But the devil in reverse is you overcoming the devil. So if you were born on the 15th, you don't want to be in this energy. That means you latch it to things that you shouldn't. People, dishonesty, lust, addictions. They are just you on devil time. You dependent. The devil is dependent on people. Too dependent. That means you depend on your children, your family. You too dependent. You need to get off your ass and be more independent. This is a dependent card. So that's what I want you to understand. You too dependent on people. Emotional. This is also depression. Obsession. That means you obsess over a lot of shit you shouldn't. Whether it be black magic, you overdo. Helplessness. This is abuse. Mental issues. This is somebody with mental issues. Bondage. People that keep people in bondage. And this is also cheating. A cheater. In reverse, this a bad motherfucker on the 15th. You have to detach, independence, overcoming addictions, freeing yourself. Revelations, reclaiming your power. Period. So, you want the moon kind of reverse too. This depends. The moon is the number 18. That's kind of like secrets. It just depends. Like I said, you have to but the moon card is about dreams too. Your ass is very intuitive and you dream your ass off too. In reverse, it just depends. This card can be kind of tricky. I would have to give you a reading because this could mean something bad either way. And it could mean something good either way. That's why I said you got to know how to read tarot. I don't want to confuse you. So the moon upside down and upright can be something. It depends on how it's read. The moon can get kind of tricky. So kind of 18th. So, but needless to say, those readings are important because it's going to let you know. I'm going to tell you your strengths, your weaknesses, what you need to work on, your life number. I'm going to tell you in that reading what to stay clear from, what you are doing too much of, and baby, if you follow instructions, this is the sad part that really irritates me. Stephanie, no, I ain't lying. If everybody just stay on the straight and narrow and listen to me and just follow me, I promise you I ain't gonna lead you wrong. I'm trying to lead you to the promised land. I promise I am. My email at the bottom, babe. I'm just trying to lead you to the promised land. I am the woman that want everybody to have what I have. I am never a woman, and then I look at other women and I be like, that's a bad bitch. I'm gonna get that one day. Like I like that Rihanna performed pregnant. I'm like, go Riri. I promote everybody, child. Ain't a jealous bone in my body. Every time y'all tell me something good, some of y'all talking back to y'all twin, and I ain't heard nan shit from mine, and I don't got no. I be so happy because guess what? Everything is done in divine timing, and God done told me that, child. So, and the way you get blessed is you always be happy for other people. I tell my kids that all the time. Don't walk around with hate and jealousy in your heart. That is toxic. You feel me? And God is always watching. And even if you feeling that, that's what somebody said the other day. It's stop letting people tell y'all, you can't tell God everything, or they say don't question God. That's another thing. I'm so tired of y'all keep quoting what your grandmama done told you. Your grandmama was wrong. Yes, I said it, because mine was wrong. What do you mean I can't ask, don't question God? Who you supposed to question? Ask Big Mama that. Ask her that. When you call her tomorrow, say, Big Mama, hey, how you doing? You remember you told me don't question God? Yes, I did. And I mean that, because you don't do that. That's disrespectful. Okay, Big Mama. Big Mama, who I supposed to ask then? Oh, it's crickets again. All right, did call you back, cause I put my people on blast already. Now, and my grandmother deceased, but I asked my auntie and my mom. It was crickets on the phone. I'm talking about dead silence. Dead silence. I'm gonna call the reading the birth. I'm gonna call it the karmic debt reading to see if you're in karmic debt. So we're gonna call it the karmic debt. I guess I call it karmic debt / birth chart reading. Karmic debt birth chart reading. Yeah. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to write a price for y'all too. I'm gonna do it in a minute. But I suggest I won't even, if you asking me for advice, okay. You ask me for advice. I wouldn't even get no other reading until I got this. I'm just gonna be straight up with you. Like this way it started. Start from the bottom. Now we here, like Drake say. I need to know where I'm starting so I can know where I'm going. All that other shit be irrelevant until you figure out what you done wrong. Because nothing's gonna move until you pay off that karmic debt. Nothing. I'm talking about you stiff as a bitch. Trust me, I know. Like I was waiting for money 8-9 months, child. I was doing readings, doing retrograde about 2 years ago. I want to get 1 subscriber. I had did 13 videos one day. I said to myself, ain't no way in hell I'm in this much karmic debt. Like, am I froze that much? Can this really be possible that you don't get 1 subscriber? The Lord said, yes, it is. You're not listening down there. It's like y'all be battling with him and you know you ain't finna win. That's what be really funny. Like, I'm going to still do it my way. Well, do it your way. Do it your way. And then we going to see how that work out. And then I guess he'll just wait for you to get it right because you'll be waiting on that blessing. So that's how I feel. Like, I was like, I'm just going to keep waiting on my blessing if I don't. But, I don't have no, once again, this is one of them things I would tell you if you ask me, like, what do I have to worry about right now? Well, the Oreo had just pooped, and, you know, BB and CC, my Odyssey was irritated and like, he was getting on her nerves, and I don't have no, and this is what I prayed for 10 years ago. I said, Father, why can't I just have regular issues? Why can't the kid can take out the garbage? And, you know, why do I got to, I don't want to have you gonna have problems as long as you're on earth, but they don't have to be to the magnitude where they make you depressed and tired. That's a karmic cycle you running. You know, some things are gonna happen, and that's just life. But you have to have discernment enough to know what is your fault, and that's just why I wanted to make the video, y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all in a minute, but I just wanted to make sure you understood that I think at least 85% of my subscribers are in denial, and that's why it made me just because I mean I was in denial, and I was not understanding what was going on, but I wasn't allowing nobody to tell me nothing, and now I'm in a cycle where I could take constructive criticism from damn near anybody, like um I have to be willing to listen because you have to be willing to be corrected to move on. So why would God, that's what I'm saying, why would God send you a mate if you're not doing self-care? Your house must be in order. If you already in the devil's energy, you depending on your kids and you depending on the situation. God wants you to be independent. So as long as you codependent, nothing's going to ever move for you. So you can't be codependent. Your children are not meant to take care of you. I had heard my mother, and I done heard that woman say it too. My mama be telling my daughter, you gonna buy me a house when I get older. My daughter ain't got to do shit. My daughter ain't got to buy me a motherfucking house. Ain't nobody obligated to do nothing. That's entitlement. And I know doggone well that ain't right with God. The only person, and God ain't the person, the only force you owe is the Most High. That you don't owe nobody else nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you was a boy, Stephanie. We both were some boys, for real, for real. Because I know I'm so tomboyish, it's ridiculous. So, for real, y'all, I don't really want to get my hair combed. Jada had to make me comb my hair, child. She was like, Mama, I'm finna do your hair. I was like, I don't want to. Leave me alone. Shit. I don't want to be bothered, y'all. But anyway, oh yeah, they can, but I said 8 child. I said my kids was 8, 9, and I was going. You right, 12, but they weren't exactly 12. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to be slick on that devil's energy, like she just said. The age is 12. So what I'm doing, leaving you at home at 9, you all right? You are trying to chase his ass out in the street. The house could have burned down. Somebody could have broke in. Anything. And I got my ratchet ass outside, with trying to chase his dumb ass down the street. He cheating on me, and the woman calling my phone. Meanwhile, I got to get up. My kids got to get up for school. So then I done walked in 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, half sleep. I done walked in arguing with his ass all night, half sleep, and I'm short with my kids. They ain't done shit but wake up. They ain't done nothing but stay black and wake up. Hurry up, come on. I gotta take y'all to school because I'm all mad at him. Man, fuck that shit. I ain't doing that shit no more. That's karmic debt you done accumulated right there. God say it's a woman around here can't even have kids. How dare you? How dare you? It's a woman dying to have a son. It's a woman dying to have a daughter. How dare you? And you know what God told me? You couldn't even have kids. I ain't gonna even cry. He's like, I helped you because you know you was sterile. So how dare you treat them children like that? I love that God convicted me. And if you're a real G, ask him to convict you. Be like, God, I want you to fuss at me in my brain. Call me out. I promise you. I'll be like, Lord, if I'm wrong, call me out. He told me that day, he was like, you wrong. You dead wrong for that. You ain't got no right to come in here yelling at them, being mad at them because you done got irritated because you done had to chase him through the street. I ain't had no right. I had to apologize. Crying like a $2 bitch, y'all. And just like the other day, my stomach and head was hurting. And Oreo was just on one. I don't have the right to take that out on him. I was like, Oreo, bro. All right now. So I had to put him in his little kennel and put him in front of me and give him his toys, and he was fine. But at the end of the day, man, you could be mean to a cat outside. You accumulating karmic debt because guess that God made that cat. Who is you? Who is you? So think about all the people that's in your life just being mean to children behind y'all back, being mean to their mother. So that's what I was getting to was, if you meet somebody that don't have a pot to piss in nor a window to throw it out of, it don't never give you the right to treat them like shit. Without even putting nobody out there again, I have met a subscriber that is my little sister that's a Leo that went through some shit that her mother just basically put her out one night for no reason. Guess who went and got her? Me. Me. Where you at? I didn't have my hand out. She'll tell you that, and she still call me sister. I didn't have my hand out like, oh, you gotta hit my hand, you gotta give me something. No. And I told her she could stay here as long as she wanted. It didn't know her from a hole in the wall. But guess what? My heart was convicted because I seen a spiritual being in need. I didn't do it to get something later. And that's why I got something later, because I didn't do it. I didn't go into it thinking that. Matter of fact, I'm finna show y'all something before I go in the Bible. I'm finna show y'all something. Hold on. And I'm gonna leave you at this. This really finna mess y'all head up. Hold on. Hold on. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. My battery gonna die. And I ain't even finna get all spiritual deep with y'all. I'm just finna hit you with this little what day was that? The 22nd? Hold on, y'all. Cause this really what got me convicted. Hold on. Gotta put my mic back on. I was reading the Bible on the 22nd. And if you really watch me, you should get this Bible. And if you already got this Bible, let's tune in right quick. Let's go to this page real quick. Because some of y'all got this Bible. I love that y'all be listening. I love somebody that listens to me right. It was a chapter in here that said, am I in February here? It was basically asking, was it the 22nd? Huh. That's the 20. What is today? 25th. Let me go back a little bit. It's okay. Well, basically, it was asking if God granted you one wish. God granted you one wish. It was one page in here. I'm gonna find it. What would you wish for? Like if God said right now, I'm gonna give you 3 things that you can wish for. What would you wish for? Right. So I ended up. I want to say it's February 21st. I think. And it was also about, do you keep your promises to God? It's the 21st and the 22nd. But basically the statement was if God granted you a gift. Here we go. What would you do? Like if God say if I would give you 3 things right now, what would you ask for, right? So I was sitting here and I read it and I was like, well, what would I ask for, God? So I said I would want to heal children that had cancer, AIDS. I would want to build like a whole bunch of houses for homeless people where they didn't have to fill out paperwork and shit to go in there. Like you could just go in there, and I just wanted to open up I would be like God's plan on Drake's video. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's all I want. I kept reading on, and he went on to say, because I'm not gonna read the whole thing to you, but he went on to say, because he was basically saying, I think it was February 22nd in his book. I put it on the community board, but he said after that, he's like, I noticed basically you answered this question and you didn't mention nothing about yourself if you read this Bible. I know you did, and I didn't. And he said because you didn't ask for nothing for you, you are automatically granted riches and fame. You are automatically granted riches and fame off the strength of you didn't ask for it. That's what I'm saying. Stop asking for stuff. Sometimes it'll just come to you. Man, I sat here and cried so hard. God was like, I'm going to give you everything your heart desire, even if you feel like you don't deserve it. Because of your answer, like I know you've been an obedient student. I know you answered this question right. And now it was a test. It was a test. And I had told shout out to my sister Shaquita. She got this Bible too, and I had told her, I'm like, that it was a test. God asked me what would I ask him for. I didn't ask for money for myself. I know God gonna provide for me and my kids. I didn't ask for a car, a Maserati. I ain't asked for no husband, baby. I didn't ask for that twin bag. Okay, I asked for other people because that's where my heart is right now, and because of that, you can't touch me with the black magic. You can't touch this. Like MC Hammer said, you can't touch this. You can't touch me. Like I'm in a whole. I'm in my light, baby. I can't be stopped right now, and I'm only saying that because God can't be stopped. It ain't me. Can't stop God. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you try to tear me down, God is gonna come for you because I have a mission. I have, like y'all just said on the community board when I said I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of YouTube. I can't do it. God was like, don't you see these women, some women get up and they waiting for you. Some people, you minister to these people's soul. How dare you take, I can't just, it's not my gift to take. It ain't on me to say I ain't finna give you this gift that God gave me. God gave me the gift to share. I don't use the gift, he gonna take it back. You feel me? And I can't sit here and get upset like that. But that's why he sent baby mama, my sister, to get me right. And that's why you find your soul tribe. You find your real sisters and brothers that got your back, that will help you. And you can't talk to somebody like the weirdo in fucking the fucking weirdo in Denver. The excuse me, fuck. The bitch so weird. Let me tell you just before I go, because my battery's finna die. I ended up buying the girl some cards. That's why I said I'm a realist. I ended up buying the kids some Walmart gift cards because we was down there for Christmas. This is what I mean by weirdo shit, okay? So this like if this was Stephanie. So I ended up buying the card right quick. And as I bought the card, let me see where I'm at with my battery. So I ended up buying the card real quick, and I ended up Odyssey ended up activating it when she was going out with the young lady that I'm talking about, no names. So she tells me when she come back I had to activate it into my information, social, date of birth, yada yada, because Odyssey's a minor. But Odyssey had her card numbers. We get back home, I'm texting, asking her, like, did the card come? Because we can't use this card. Now, if this was Stephanie, she gonna answer right away. Odyssey card came in the mail. Stephanie gonna take a picture of the back and the front, say, hey, this is Odyssey card, da 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 da. And if Stephanie needs some money when I get home, Stephanie know I got her back. Stephanie know if I got money when I get home, Stephanie know I'm automatically hit her hand. Stephanie don't have to ask because me and Stephanie here. You feel me? Me and baby mama here. Then, if I got some shit sent to them, or they was out, if my kids was out with baby mama and Stephanie, and Stephanie had to enter her social security number, her date of birth, that'd have been cool. Because I know Stephanie gonna wait till I get home and she gonna send, I text this bitch asking her for the information. She like, well, I told you I had to enter my stuff. I'm like, well, where is the card number at? Like, where is it at so obviously can use the rest of her Christmas money? Do you know the bitch didn't say nothing for a whole day? That means you spent it or you threw it in the garbage, and you get karmic debt for that. What did Odyssey have to do with anything? Why is a child being done dirty? People don't understand that. That wasn't your money to take. That wasn't my money. That was given to a child. Do you know the karmic debt you give her? Even if you threw it in the garbage, you didn't keep it, you didn't give it to her. The right thing to do was to answer my question. But you did the wrong thing. And because you did the wrong thing, watch how your money get hit. It ain't about some, and the bitch gonna tell everybody I'm doing black magic, but I ain't. Her karmic debt is because she didn't answer that question. That was a test. Even if you felt like I didn't give you enough money when I was down there, you say that shit. You said I'd be singing a song. So exactly. So, but I'm gonna go, y'all, because my battery gonna die, y'all. I don't want my phone to die. But I just wanted to tell y'all that, like, that's weirdo shit. That's weird shit. Why are you not communicating? You was just talking to me when I was down there in your face. Now you acting weird. And if you got a problem with anything I said or did, bitch, speak on it. Stop being a weirdo. But no shade. I ain't gonna be. God told me that's what happened when you deal with incest people and people that they daddy be they mother's brother or they granddaddy or some shit. Chromosomes is crossed and the bitches don't get it. And that's what I said. I said, oh, I ain't even dealing with a whole box of rocks up here. You ain't yo mom and daddy related. Bye, bitch. Yeah, I said it because I got irritated, and that's what I mean. I'm not finna do that with you. Now, gloves off. I'm not finna play with nobody. Okay, so that's why I'm at right now. Like, consider the source. Stephanie parents ain't related, so Stephanie get it. Baby mama parents ain't related. Bitches ain't understand it, and I ain't for the bullshit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, what part is she not getting? Do I need to do sign language to the bitch? Where is the debit card at? Oh, so you felt like I didn't give you enough money when I was down there, so you took my child's debit card. How grimy is that? How grimy is that? Right. Stephanie is a real friend. When I'm bottomed out, even if I'm on YouTube, if I'm bottomed out, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. Don't you fucking with me because you think I'm famous, I got money. Fuck you. Fuck you. For that ain't a reason to fuck with me. Period, point blank. That's not. So Stephanie ain't gonna make me, man. I could have went down there and I had a pot to piss in and window to throw it out of and no money. Stephanie ain't gonna never let me, Jay, and Odyssey was gonna be just fine down there with Stephanie. Because whatever Stephanie was gonna eat, we was gonna figure it out. That's a real friend. I don't fuck with bitches though. Same thing with baby mama. I would have got stranded down there. Baby mama gonna look out. Exactly. And then the airport, I got stranded at the airport. My plane didn't end up coming. I called her in the middle of the night because I'm not a person that catch planes. And she like, oh, they'll give you a hotel. And that was it. Oh, bitch, you gonna get karma. It don't even matter if you brought me down there or not. It's how you treat a motherfucker. I crossed your path. God tested you to see how you was gonna treat a godly being, earth angel. And you fucked that up. And we're gonna see how that turned out for you. God speak, y'all. All right, y'all, I'm finna go. Love and lights. Y'all got any questions? Email me. Oh, she is Sag. The born the day after me. What you mean? It been Sagittarius women that been fucked up. It been African American Sagittarius women that been giving me a problem. The only reason why y'all redeemed yourself today is because I met 3 new ones that was on point today. That was yesterday and today. Per my sister Shaquita, I was like, okay, some of y'all, but yeah, Sagittarius women can't be told nothing. They want to be the man. I know. No, you don't, bitch. No, you don't. Can't tell a Sagittarius woman nothing. And I'm a Sagittarius woman. Never again. I don't even know if I could do it no more. I was just tired. I was like, oh shit, if this how I was acting before I was awakened, I need to call my twin one more time. Can I apologize one more time? Is this what you was dealing with? Because these bitches retarded. Did I have this much ego and pride? I couldn't tell you nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing? Fuck, I was an asshole. They let me know how I looked 3 years ago. Fuck that. All right, y'all. Love and light. I'll be back. I'm going to do a reading in a minute anyway. If y'all need me for a reading, as far as that birth chart reading, I'm finna post it on the community board how much it is. So just let me know. And I'll get you right. I'm Phoenix. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And I ain't going nowhere. Because we fixed the problem. It was all the dirty shit from Denver. Dirty ass Denver, Colorado. Bye, y'all.